I'm not mad about it.
Well, whoever did it had DM control to paint over the entire map.
No,
Cough, cough.
you can paint wherever.
46.
In fact, they even
You are
painted
not
in the
convincing.
Fog of War.
It's just a black screen for us.
What is?
Actually, it's green for me.
Well, the garbage is green, but the
Where everywhere
Fog
else
of
is
War
black. Yeah,
itself-
yeah.
Yeah, everywhere else is black.
Is it on this layer?
Exit.
Ah.
There we go.
There
Oh.
You. Mm. Okay. Want to hear
Trying to
something
fix it,
funny?
you fucked it up.
If you want to hear something funny, ask Sig about my paladin with the enchanted horse.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
by-
no.
by the
no.
way,
Explain.
Why am I not
Yes,
asking?
by the way.
By the way, Chris,
Mm-hmm.
I realized I forgot something about my character.
Which is?
Where are my 2 horses?
What 2 horses?
I have 2 horses.
Since
I
when?
gotta see this.
Since the start of the campaign.
That's the start of my
It's correct.
campaign. I have 2 horses, the horses of Bob and Steve.
Bob and
Y'all did something while I was away from the fucking D&D. What did y'all do?
I swear to God.
No, this has been
Originally, when we created my character with the tables, I have 2 horses.
I can get
How
When
have
Shiren
you-
made the joke, the horses are with me. The spell I casted from that scroll was invisibility, and the horses are just invisible. But they're still with us.
What the-
That's the spell you've cast?
The horses have been here the entire time.
You know that just screws you over even more because now I have to roll for the horses to not make any noise as they're just trotting along with you while you're trying to sneak around.
Well, we're not even riding.
We didn't
them.
notice this. I forgot.
How did you forget for a month and a half?
I don't know. I completely forgot the horses existed.
Oh, good lord.
I haven't been feeding the poor bastards.
They dead.
Oh, did. Roll to see if they did.
Crit 1. God damn it.
Just to save
you
me the
have
fucking
disadvantage
headache, I
on
might
it.
as well just say they're dead.
There for those fucking bugbears, they were
do
there.
let's do a joke roll. Are the horses alive? Nope. Negative.
Oh,
Negatory. So we're gonna
Oh
say
my
at one
God.
point Rahun kind of turned around to go pet one of the horses and goes, "Oh, Steve, wait."
Bob? Steve? The horses had...
We may not say they're dead. They may be just out grazing somewhere. We've been through the forest like 3 times over.
There probably are in Phandalin just grazing, and I never remembered to go get them again.
For an abusive horse owner.
People are just losing hay, their food is disappearing, and the water trough are just going empty. They don't know what's happening.
He's gonna go to Phandalin. He's gonna take down the posters of the fucking orcs that need to be slain and put up. Need to be found 2 invisible horses, Bob and Steve.
Yeah, a horse.
Yes,
Joke roll
yes, I'm gonna
percentile.
do that.
And it's not even gonna be a picture on there. It's just gonna be a blank space on the page.
It's just gonna be a picture of Rahun with his arms outstretched. Looking for 2 invisible horses.
And
Oh,
we're
he's going with his
percentile on this one.
imaginary horses again.
And we're not gonna find them.
You rolled a
Sorry.
3 on a D100. Oh, God.
Sorry, Naram.
Let's
I
go
guess
in the
we're,
desert. What'd you find? We ain't found shit.
Sand. I found a lot of sand.
Cold
Will,
desert,
will
man.
Rahun
Cold
ever
the
find the
desert.
horses?
No.
No.
How do you keep rolling so low? Actually, save it. I've been
No,
waiting to hurt
Don't
one of
save it. Get all that shit out now.
Well, I mean, here to get his Javelin 1 out of the system, so.
Oh.
Thank
Fight
God
by
that
the
nightmare is
percentile
over. Thank God Rahun learned his lesson with throwing shit.
I still have throwing axes.
Try
Two
it,
of
I
them.
dare you.
Well, they're also doubles a good hand axe, too, so.
Yeah, they're
Throw
hand
'em out
axes,
the
but I
wind.
could throw them at people.
Well, they're not,
Yeah, that's right. We're fighting wind.
they're
I
not
was just-
javelin shaped, so we'll be
Sort of.
okay.
They're axe shaped.
fighting wind.
Mm-hmm.
We're fighting yesterday's taco burrito bowl. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna go throw the shit in laundry. We're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rockie's going to be late because of homework, but because she
That
procrastinated.
education, girl.
Oh, damn it.
Procrastinating on shit.
I mean, I'm finishing up my sandwich, so.
See, he's procrastinating too.
Who?
You,
How?
because you're procrastinating, and I said so. Therefore, my rule is
And
right.
that kid
Bitch,
bull
I'm
shit.
ready.
Ooh, that was an 89 roll.
All right, so be back. I'm gonna go throw my shit in laundry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for joke rolls, I'm using my real dice. Fuck the computer.
Joke roll! Yeet!
Yeet. Oh, that's a 16.
It's funny.
Bro.
Hmm?
Hey, I'm funny.
Hey, here we go. And a 2 on a D.
Well, at least I got those out of the way.
Russell,
That
that's a
D&D thing,
Russell.
those are
That's a
the
good idea.
Close the door.
If they had enchanted the horses like my paladin, they could find them in a second. What is with Russell's enchanted horses? I don't understand.
How does one enchant a horse?
Repair.
Same way my horses are invisible by mistake.
Do you just wink at it? and it's-
Mistake.
Feed it peanut butter. Now he can talk.
Wow, that reference was fucking
What?
Mr.
man.
Ed, the talking
Mr.
horse.
Ed.
Mr. Ed the talking horse.
Really,
I have
really
not
old
seen
stuff.
that.
God, as soon
They
as I
got him
heard
to
that, I went.
move his mouth by giving him peanut butter.
Is- Really?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
how they got Mr. Ed to talk. They gave him peanut butter.
Is that the pilot episode?
No, like, the
That's
entire
the-
series, how he talked was they would go up to the horse, they would take a scoop of peanut butter, and they would put it in its mouth.
And then they would record it. And
Yeah.
Dub over it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then again, anytime
That's
I think of a
dumb as
talking horse, I
fuck.
just think of Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh god.
Can you
Now you-
run, Charlie?
Still, you made me hungry, damn it.
What? Charlie?
I haven't eaten today. I had chocolate. Do I have any more chocolate?
Oh, they stole my kidneys.
Oh my god, I got a bag of Milky Ways. Ah.
Oh shit, I found a bag of Milky Ways.
Love how that.
God,
exactly-
thinking of those videos now it's just making me roll through like 2006 era YouTube, like with fucking llamas with hats. Carl! Jesus.
That kills people, Carl.
You did.
His hands. What? His hands.
Look, I just clicked a random playlist, Phil. I
My
didn't choose this.
My tummy had the grumblies, so I cut off his hands, cooked, and ate him.
Shane, why socks are done difficult to put on your feet? Oh no, Leo, it's falling. You just got no feet to put socks on.
Leo and Satan! I love it. Make Carl meat. Make the meat, Carl. Oh my god. God, dude, those fucking videos. Those were so good back in the
Oh,
day.
it's harder than the death of my sister's unborn fetus.
I used to be able to do that voice too. Oh, jeez. Oh, I can't do it anymore.
Oh man, I'm gonna Leo.
Satan.
Satan. You're the equation boy. See, 5 plus 6 equals 8, 7, y equals 666. You can suck my balls.
I just watched a small bit of Mr. Ed. Fucking Christ, that's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Leo and Satan. Leo and Satan's 8 years old.
February 21st, 2010.
Breakfast show is an important meal, huh? Why, yes, little boy. It's the most important meal of the day.
Oh, geez,
They had
Satan.
more episodes of that.
Oh, you
What's
know
your
me.
favorite cereal, Satan?
There's nothing I love more than some sugar on my
Oh, gee,
pancakes.
Leo, there's so many cereals in the morning that you can pick from. I don't have a certain kind of flavor.
God,
Oh,
Oni.
It's fun. You just got no feet to put shots on.
What did he say in the second one?
Oh, there is a dead human
I
in the
don't like
house.
being
Oh,
thrown back
hey,
almost 10 years.
how did he
Okay?
get here?
Was that episode?
Hey, how did he get here?
I didn't do this.
Explain what happened, Carl.
I've never seen it before in my
What did
life.
you and Satan's find out, corner?
I do not kill
Yeah.
people. That is my least favorite thing to do.
Tell me, Carl.
That is my
exactly
least
what
favorite
you
thing
You
to
did
do.
little diarrhea
Right,
lumpy
well,
pieces
I
of
was
shit.
upstairs.
Okay.
I was sitting in my room,
Yes.
reading a book.
Go
That is
on.
my
Oh,
least favorite piece
well,
of
this
shit.
guy walked in,
Okay.
so I went up to him
Yes.
and
grounds.
I stabbed him 37 times in the
I
chest.
really want him to make. a
I
new
stabbed him
episode.
37 times in the
Oh,
chest.
That kills people.
Oh,
Carl,
I
that
didn't
kills
know that.
How
people.
could you not know
Oh.
that?
Yeah, I'm in the wrong here.
I didn't know
What
that.
happened to his hands?
What's that?
His
Pushed him
hands.
into a
Why-
giant
why are they
fan.
missing?
Well, I mean,
Well,
he was
I,
trying to
I
stop
kind
you
of,
from
took
pushing
them up
other
and ate
people
them.
into a giant fan.
Carl.
Well, I was hungry, and well, you know, when you crave hands, that's.
Why on earth would you do that?
I was hungry for hands. Give me a break.
Carl.
I'm going to park for a
Again.
moment.
Was
I'll be
making
back
the
shortly.
rumblies.
Carl.
that
My
only-
stomach was making the rumblies that only hands would satisfy.
I had a rumbly in my tumbly that only hands could satisfy.
Crash hat. That's what it was.
God, those videos, man. Shit. Those are just videos I miss all the time.
What are you? You ready to get out of bed, you little lazy rapscallion?
Oh, I should probably play this just because you fucking put subterfuge on the thing.
It's lasagna.
See, when you yeet.
Bob's up a gun, now whichever will it be? Sit the fuck down, T-Series, I'm here to spill the beans.
Well, why? Also, your viewers got their
Armageddon, Carl!
So best think you have it won.
Just talking about it for an entire stream? Hell yeah!
Fucking done, 'cause we only just begun. I review 0 by bits
Oh,
gone. So
Mrs.
come on,
Bulbacup. What
T-Series,
a
I've
nice
been hungry
story.
for some drama. Here, let me serve you, bitch lasagna. Bitch
am I listening to?
lasagna, bitch
You don't.
lasagna. T-Series
I really
ain't
don't.
nothing but a bitch
Things have just gotten bad this month.
Huh?
Strangle the Pippin. Kill Frodo.
Oh my god, I am so bored! Ah! I don't just go light a bunch of fireworks off inside a church or something. That sounds lame, but whatever.
Okay, ask Sig about the enchanted horse. What is up with the enchanted horse?
No.
What is up with the enchanted horse?
No.
What is up with the enchanted horse?
This is not a thing.
Yes, it is. Apparently it is.
Sig, I have 2 invisible horses. What is up with the enchanted horse?
So, Russell has been haunting my fucking chat for the last 3 days
Yes.
about
Oh.
this.
Okay.
He apparently has come up with this thing, this idea of the Paladins of Poseidon.
Okay. It's a catchy name.
So,
P.O.P.
yeah. But, it's also a PowerPoint presentation. But,
I have returned. What have I missed?
Okay.
Not a
don't-
lot.
So, he came up with this thing that he's gonna enchant his horse, though he basically walks into town, and it sings, "This is my, look
This
at my
is-
horse."
This is my horse. My horse is amazing.
So I threatened him if he ever did that, I would throw him in the stockades.
With the fucking horse.
You know what? That's great because unironically, we were just talking about really old YouTube videos while you were gone, like llamas with hats and Charlie the Unicorn, and that falls under that like category of old YouTube videos.
My horse is amazing.
You know, Lollapalooza.
Give
has
it a
that-
lick.
that song on a
It
horse,
tastes just
actually.
like raisins.
Give a stroke of his mane, he turns
Into a plane.
With a
Those winky. Ooh, that's dirty.
Okay. Alright, I think we need to stop before we start.
Yeah, no, that was-
Can I just not do D&D today?
Why?
I'm tired of the show.
That is now 7 years old. That video is
Damn.
2012.
I remember when they played that on Kids React. It has 83 million views.
Yes, sir.
Chris, did you watch the video I sent you earlier today?
Oh, I've seen that video. That Flash gets made. And how it just goes up against the fucking window, tugging on its nipples, and it's like, "Ugh," and then he just. It's pretty much true, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh god, I hear Nyan Cat. No.
I can't even say that fast.
So I need to get this stuff back together of
ASAP.
this one.
Place things.
That.
Man, now I gotta pee. God damn it.
I thought you just went to do it. No, you went to do the laundry. Oh god.
You better have that vegetable or I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, so we're back into it. So, since we're starting out without Sarang, with this iteration, of course, we're continuing where we left off last week, where all of you were almost on your way back to Phandalin at this point, and hopefully headed towards Wyvern Tor eventually. Unfortunately, along the way, whenever you came up, you were interrupted by what seems to be attacking you as the wind. The only one who's been able to notice it after the entire party was essentially knocked off of their feet from something they couldn't see in the rain. Naram was able to spot a glimpse of it in the lightning as well as the rain, where it looked like two sharply jowled eyes, and that is where we left off. So.
Ooh. And I want to interrupt real quick, make sure everyone does their multi-stream.
Thank you.
Yes, multi-stream. Yes.
Oh.
Check out everything
She's
here.
just arrived as we begin
Wow.
the fight.
Perfect timing, sweetie.
Well, I'm not done.
Wow.
Except my multi-stream.
We're also discussing very old YouTube videos.
I'm not done. I just wanted to join because I got lonely.
Oh, I did.
Lonely. Uh-oh.
Well, we're
There we go.
Alright. So,
I'm gonna roll a perception check.
go for it.
music from The Witcher. So
Yes, it is. 16? No, 18.
18.
Okay. So, with Smolder being kind of knocked and tripped up under his feet, as you kind of turn over and look up, you can also, for a split second before it seems to kind of disappear as well, see this slowly formed shape of these jowled eyes kind of just in the mist of the rain and everything here, excuse me. And as I said, you see it for a split second before it kind of dissipates and almost kind of jolts off into a direction.
What's going on?
Rahun, you see that?
See what? I'm currently being held down by these stupid arms again.
I can't hear you. What?
Is my microphone not working?
No, it's
I can hear
working.
you just fine.
No, I think the music volume is just too loud for Smolder.
Oh, is it?
No, I turned my music volume down.
I said that I'm.
Sounds very quiet.
Let me check.
Let me
my
make sure I
microphone.
have you turned up, Coffee. One sec.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a thing today.
Uh-oh.
So I hooked up my VR, just like the headset,
Coffee, talk.
to test it out.
Is that gonna sound better?
You are very loud now.
Okay,
Does-
well, both of you don't adjust it. Sorry, sweetie.
Well, like, I was testing it out to see how it would fit in my room, and I kept running into everything, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing that. I'll just wait.
Right.
Because I realized that I like to move a lot in VR.
Coffee, say it again. Or talk again.
Is that better?
Yes, that's much better. There we go.
Okay, sweet.
There we go.
Okay.
I want to get VR streaming.
So Smolder, so Rahun, you were asked if you could see what was going on.
Rahun replied with the, I didn't see anything. I'm still being held down by these stupid hands again.
What?
He's talking, referring back to when we were all pinned down by the arms in the manor back in Finland.
We have to figure out what's going on.
Didn't you
What
say
you-
we're in the eyes?
It's hard to see what it is.
No, I didn't see any set of eyes.
Let me see.
Chris said someone saw the eyes. Who was it?
I did.
Naram.
Oh, it was Naram. Ah.
Alright, so that's a 4 on the perception check. See.
Okay.
I'm going 21 on that one.
Yeah. So, with that, as you are kind of coming around, with that, as you kind of get up there and after you've been kind of knocked over, trying to see whatever it is that may be coming after you, as you kind of start to look around to try and see what's attacking you guys, the kind of same deeply jowled sort of like eye shapes appear in front of you once again, and it just it mimics kind of the same sound you guys have been hearing, which is just a really quick, just sort of, and it kind of rushes towards you. So in order for you to move, go ahead and roll a dexterity check real quick.
All right. Dex for me, it is a +3. 15.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, so, so with that, as you see the eyes kind of come at you extremely close, you kind of duck over and roll over to the left, as it just kind of, the wind almost seems to just blow past you with an extreme force, and, you know, you're just kind of on the lookout again for checking whatever's attacking us, or attacking you guys. I'm not in here, but...
It looks like an air elemental.
Does it?
It does.
Shiren,
I couldn't tell.
does it?
The eyes are a dead giveaway. Get up. It's coming again.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna roll a strength check to try to force myself back upright.
Okay.
Let's see, what is my bonus to strength?
As they do that, I pull out my rapier and my wand.
I have +5.
I will pull out my longsword and
Okay, apparently the low rolls are not going to stop for me. Right?
Well, I was going to say, too, in order for you to get up, I mean, you can get up. It's just like half your movement, even though we're not in a legit combat state right now. But
You're not being held down right now, Coffee.
yeah, you're not being, like, held down. You just got knocked down. You kind of, like, knocked the wind out of you and knocked you on your ass. All right, so...
What is it called again? Backlit, bluelit, blacklit, bucket?
Buckler.
Oh my
Buckler.
gosh,
There you go.
say buckler. Oh, no.
Anyway.
Well, I'm gonna pull out my sword and ignite it.
Okay.
Not using my right. Wait, no, never mind. I lied. Not gonna ignite it. No.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Because I'm gonna cut myself first. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So, with that, Naram, I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Hey, that thing I suck at.
Hey.
Just to determine whether or not you see it coming.
Yeah, that thing I suck at.
Definitely not. Okay, so...
Signum, he's our guy. If he can't do it, we all die.
Okay, so
Yay.
since Signum, you don't see it coming, as you're kind of looking around, as you're trying to glance and see the eyes again, before you can even react, it comes almost as close as it did to Therein before, kind of right in your face, and once again you just hear the... and
he just kind of farts in your face, and you know.
I don't
And-
need air elemental coming in my face, please.
you and you get you take a very big kind of just burst of air into you, which kind of knocks you around a bit, and it's enough to actually hurt you quite a bit due to the natural ones. So you actually take 18 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact here.
Yikes.
I'll be right back.
Ow.
I'll be right back.
Giving absolutely no regard to safety. Jesus Christ.
Nope.
Part of this thing is an asshole.
Part of making it interesting for you guys. Alright.
Gotta try to stop it somehow.
Rahun brandishes his axe. Well, swinging at things is the only way I know how about stopping things.
Let's think about this logically. Maybe it wants to trade something. You know, like that one invisible thing we fought in that cave.
Well, someone start talking then.
Tyson, roll a dexterity check.
Fuck.
In the
Training things
face.
can only last for so long.
Okay. So.
You don't have dex.
No. So, for you, as you're actually talking to the others and speaking of it, maybe wanting something, it actually comes up. You feel the wind come up underneath you, and just the same way almost with Therein, take your feet out from under you and make you just kind of almost do half a backflip and land really awkwardly kind of on your shoulder with your armor, and you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from it.
Oh, okay. That was cold and really dumb.
Who votes I use Thunder Wave?
Okay.
If you want to try to hit air with thunder, go right ahead.
Yeah.
It could work.
I'm gonna move the opposite direction of him.
Okay.
Well then, if I see it, get behind me.
Okay. So if you want to, so you're holding that from whenever you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check, just in case.
And it's for sight, so I rolled 2.
That one. I ain't see shit.
That's 14.
So I need it to roll. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so you don't see it quite yet, but that's part of its kind of whole thing here. Okay, so who else wants to do something in this?
Well, my sword is now glowing with radiant damage. I'm also going to speak to light it on fire.
Okay.
Do I have anything that could help this situation?
If I could make a shield big enough to encompass all of us, I'd be using that.
Unfortunately, that is not a luxury we have at the moment.
I know that.
Anybody?
I'm checking my kit to see if I have anything that can help us in this situation.
Okay. We'll give it another minute or two.
I do not. I guess I'm gonna swing randomly into the air and hope I hit it.
What are you using again?
The axe.
The axe.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, so close. So close.
That is a hit.
Oh. Excuse me?
You hit it.
Roll for damage.
Jesus.
I actually hit this.
Yes.
Roll for damage, my dude.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Ooh.
That
So
was
as
attack number 1.
Rahun runs out and swings kind of violently in the area, it's
Oh, that
just
is
wind.
number 1. Oh shit.
Why did you remind him? Anyway, as you've kind of swung randomly, you come across almost a thicker patch of air that as you come swinging through, even though it doesn't feel like a cut, it feels more almost like you just get caught in the wind and it comes through. You do kind of hear it react almost as it kind of goes. And the wind almost kind of twists in front of you, and then kind of it starts to kind of dash in different directions. However, since you did swing, you need to make a wisdom throw.
Wait, I thought it was when I get hit.
Oh yeah, it is. When a hostile. Never mind. Okay, my bad.
Okay, let's go for the next hit because apparently I forgot. I now get attacked 3 times. Okay.
Wait, what?
I thought it was 4.
You can attack.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a miss.
That is a miss.
You got one more shot.
No, that was a crit miss. No, that's a thing.
Okay, so yeah, so critical miss as 6 ed, there's no multipliers on that if it's a critical failure. So,
I know, it's a critical failure is a critical failure.
yeah, so as you swing the axe the second time, due to the wind and everything being kind of in the mud and kind of all thrown around here, you kind of lose your grip on the axe and it goes kind of sailing into the trees and in the bushes off to the right. And of course, per the axe's abilities, you now have the instantaneous like panic in your head that you need to go get it. Like you have to go get it right now.
Okay, I guess I got to make an athletics throw to try to run to the axe and get it again.
True.
Do I have a bonus to athletics? Yes, I do.
You just yeet it into the mud.
Yeet.
I hope to God you do. You're a strength-based character.
For this, I'll say yeah, you can make it over there and grab it.
Okay.
Alright.
So I once again have the axe, but I can no longer attack this turn.
Well,
True.
now that I see Rahun attacking, I may as well try and attack it as well.
Okay.
Fuck the wind.
That is a miss. So, as...
Think about the colors of the wind.
How about
All
that one?
kinds of blood.
And the
Why
second
are we rolling
swing,
again?
I
he
have
swings
to
twice.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, you both have 3 attacks, I forgot. Second one's a hit. Go ahead and roll for that one.
Let's see. So now we have the right on there.
So it's
So
9
that's
plus 5?
9 plus 2d6. So that'll be a
Ow!
So it'd be a what? Sorry, 24 you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Holy
Alright,
shit.
so that's good too. So as Smolder kind of goes swinging wildly the first time, it kind of fails through and he doesn't hit anything. But then you hit the similar, kind of the similar patch of just stronger wind that you're able to kind of cleave through with the force. Of course, with it retching once more and kind of twisting all kind of around in the air in front of you. So that was a pretty good hit. Don't you get 3? There's a 2.
No, I get
No,
2.
he only gets 2. I get
Okay.
3 standard.
Jesus. Hey, okay. All right. So with that, of course, with the opportunity here, it's actually going to go after Rahun, since he went running off away from the party. So let's see. So go ahead and roll your dexterity check.
Sweet, something I have advantage in. I don't need it.
Ooh, yep, that's definitely a miss. So as you kind of hear the wind picking up again, you kind of... Really all Rahun does is just kind of cower and hide his head in his arms. And the wind just kind of blows gustily over the top of you here. And just kind of narrowly misses you there. So with that, it's actually going to go again. So roll a dexterity again here.
Ha!
Well, at least you're not getting hit.
You're lucky. Anyway, they both it rolled a 17 as well. So, all right. So
Tied to attacker.
right, and so this one does swing and of course kind of knock you over. Really, it's not enough force to kind of do what it did to Naram or to Tyson to kind of add to the bludgeoning damage of hitting the floor or anything like that. So you would only take, ironically, 9 points of bludgeoning damage from kind of getting knocked over from the bludgeon that you took from the wind here.
Oh no.
Where are we in relation to him?
Yeah.
Rahun?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, the axe is not currently in my possession. Remember, it's still somewhere in the trees. I haven't found it yet.
Yeah, he just made the athletics checks to go over there.
Oh, okay.
So he hasn't gotten it yet. But I would say since you guys are kind of in this area, even though the trees are really mapped over here, they're closer to the road, as per the book says. It's like almost like the trail is through the forest. With that, he's further away, kind of in the trees. He's actually like out in the bushes trying to find his axe at the moment. So you're fine. Anyone else want to do
These are probably
anything?
more of a... No, these
That
are
was a
probably
good
more
throw.
spread out style. That's why.
Yeah, it's just I don't understand why the trees are mapped all the way the fuck out there.
the ones up there are supposed to represent deep forest.
Yeah.
This is, you know, our actual forest. We're probably in like, you know, sporadic stuff.
Yeah, essentially.
You know what? I'm gonna try an attack.
Okay.
Emperor Palpatine his ass.
I don't have that ability.
Damn it.
I mean, I can.
I'm gonna try and Sacred Flame him.
Do
Okay.
it.
It's DC 15. I don't know how this is gonna work though. I'm just kind of shishka fucking the wind.
That's a 2.
fucking-
So. What's the damage on it?
It is. If I go back up real quick, it is. If you fail it, it's 2d8.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
2d8 radiant, I should say.
Yeah, roll it because I failed. It rolled a 2.
You take a 12.
12? Okay. So actually with this, as the flames kind of burst, you guys can actually see the size of what's attacking you, and kind of more of its shape. It is definitely a one with the wind, however, its size is more on the size, like the scale of, it's almost like twice the size of Rahun at the moment. It's
So it's
quite
a large
large.
character.
Yeah, it's kind of a one with the wind, and you kind of once again see the shape of kind of the jowled eyes that almost point up into like horns, and it kind of has this just weird, almost like just upper teeth mouth, and then it just kind of retches, and the wind kind of blows strongly, and your guys is real strong in your face and everything like that as it kind of retches from the flames, and as the rain obviously eventually get the flames to simmer off, you can kind of get an idea of, you know, how big this thing is that's attacking you. However, once the
Alright,
flames do
definitely
go
not
away,
an
it's nearly impossible
What
to
was
see
your
after the
first
flames
guess?
disappear.
What's up?
My first guess, air elemental. Now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Elementals are not that big.
Well, that's all the size I needed. Do I get to rush forward and launch the thunder wave?
I mean,
you
yeah,
want.
go for it.
All right.
I mean, he was waiting to see it.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's
that's
the
right.
perfect
That's right.
time to
that's
see
right.
it.
Well, then I dash forward and use up my. Ow. I'll use up my second level spot to use the thunder wave.
Okay.
And it needs to do a con save of 14.
Fuck you guys in these saves. It's
Fuck
a
you,
9.
and throwing invisible enemies at us.
With a wave of the wand, I cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Send it in an upwards direction above Rahun.
Okay.
What?
So, since it was a
Peek at me,
9,
choose Thunder Wave.
since it was a 9, it's 3d8 thunder damage, right?
3d8s. Yep.
It's actually pushed 10 feet away as well. So go ahead and roll for the damage.
Nice. Alright, rolling for damage.
Ooh.
Still damage.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's okay. So as you kind of clap, and obviously the huge boom kind of goes over Rahun's in Rahun's direction, and of course it clashes with this invisible creature, and you just kind of hear it go. It almost kind of carries with the wind as you hear it kind of take the impact, and it just kind of goes. And flies on back here. So with that, it actually gets knocked away. So this will give you guys some time to do what you need to see, whatever you need to find out here. So what do you guys want to do here?
What can I roll to try and figure out what the fuck this is?
Just whatever you think.
Ooh.
Survival.
I'm telling you, it's to the point where I can't really help you guys. You guys gotta.
I'm gonna
knock it
roll
out.
to find my axe.
Okay,
It's
go
a good
ahead.
time for it.
Yeah, it is.
Well, and I'm gonna roll an insight check. No, not insight. What am I thinking? No.
I was gonna say you can't see it. Yeah, Rahun, you can find it. It's just kind of in the mud somewhere. It was not really hidden by any shrubbery or anything.
All right, I'm gonna
now have my axe back.
I'm gonna try an Arcana check.
I'm gonna aid him on that one.
Oh.
So with, yeah.
He's
So with,
assisting you, so you have advantage.
go ahead and roll again.
A 20. Just see that. There we go. That's a 19.
There you go. Okay, so with the 19, as you kind of, you know, have your eyes kind of glow for a second to see and kind of try and catch if you were, see if it's magical or not. It is definitely controlled by someone, and it's been specifically sent. However, it doesn't feel as strong as it could be. Almost as if maybe the distance is a problem with the magic, or since you guys can't see the controller of it. But also, it just doesn't feel as strong. Something's kind of weird about it. It doesn't feel as strong as it was whenever it first attacked you guys.
So it's a summoned creature.
I think it's time it's running out too.
So this is just an attrition fight potentially.
All right.
Does
What
that
do we
mean
got
I
as
just
options?
keep swinging?
Yeah, go for it.
Good.
So we could either run out the clock until the thing disappears, or we can find whoever sent this thing.
Sure we want to risk it in this rain?
Sorry, I was just reading a spell.
Okay, since I still don't know.
Strong coffee?
I was about to say, since I still don't know exactly if I could hit it comfortably and reliably, I'm just gonna roll for my standard 3 attacks.
So as it got pushed back 10 feet, we can no longer see it, or did we see where it got pushed to?
Not necessarily, no. You just kind of heard it get carried 10 feet away from Rahun. So he was kind of in the trees and stuff. From Theron's position, from how I've kind of pictured it, of where you were all set up due to the marching order, it kind of got blown to Rahun's left, essentially.
What was the marching order again?
I was in the lead, then it was
It was
Smolder.
Rahun up front, then I'm pretty sure Theron was in the middle, then it was Sarang and you, and then Naram was in the very back.
Okay.
Well, do it, Coffee.
Yeah. I'm gonna go charge to where I think it is, and I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
What? Nice.
And there's another critical fail. Shit.
Oh, you were just rolling all 3 at once. Okay. I can say you can roll the 18 first, because I didn't expect you to roll all 3 all of a sudden, but I can say you hit with the 18 first, but of course the second critical miss.
It's hit, miss, miss. Badly.
So, with the first hit, go ahead and... With the hit, go ahead and roll for damage.
Hit, miss, yeet it back into the woods again.
Yeet it back towards the group.
It's slippery because of the rain.
And the mud.
Ooh.
And because it's invisible.
17, okay, good, alright.
I just heard a collective ooh.
So as you kind of cleave through again, it retches again, of course, making the similar sound all the way through. However, it does kind of try to escape you. You feel the wind almost kind of leave the area. And with your second swing, God, having to improv critical fails is hard.
Well, since we're in the woods, I most likely buried it halfway into a tree.
Well, I was going to say, actually, because you actually had to turn left and charge that way to do the swing, you're actually sort of charging towards Naram. So, so with the second swing, since you're still running, Naram, try and make an athletics check to kind of dodge out of the way.
Oh no!
Oh,
no. I am not an agility character.
Oh!
Nice.
All right. So I'll definitely say you dodge out of the way. So Naram kind of sees you still charging and swinging, and kind of almost as quickly as he can, Naram kind of steps and kind of takes one knee down out of the way to move out of the way, and kind of almost like shoulder checks you in a bit to get you kind of out of the way, just before you do collide with him here.
Okay, thank God.
He was about to feel real bad if he hit you with that.
Oh
Because he
boy.
hits like a freight train.
I know!
You would have been impact.
Fuck. Anyway, so anyone else?
Tyson.
Well, I may
can
as
you
well
use your
rush
breath
in
weapon?
and
That's what I was thinking, but that's what I was thinking when I saw Smolder hit it with the fire, but then you rushed in.
Hit it with more fire.
It is
Then you
trying to
fire off.
run, it seems.
Okay, I'll hit it with more fire.
Okay, I'm officially here.
Miss.
Welcome back.
Get in here and
Miss.
hit it.
Yes.
Oh, I can't hit it with more fire.
So,
Let's see if I can find it again. and
as
I'll point
Smolder
it for
kind
you,
of
Tyson.
swings both times here, and does miss, we're not quite sure where it's kind of swung off to. So Theron's now. So you're holding a perception again.
Yes,
Okay, so go ahead and roll it. All right,
16.
roll it here. There you go. Okay, so with that, actually, you can see that it's actually weaving between the trees right now. So it's actually ended up now behind Rahun, as it's kind of weaving in and out of the trees that he originally went to go retrieve his axe from. So it's almost in the spot where Rahun was kind of hunched over, but a little further to the right now.
He's in the trees. I start to dash towards it.
Okay.
Come on.
How far is it away from me? Just in general reference.
I'd say due to where it's at, you're kind of over here, kind of judging. I would say about 25, 30 feet, so.
Okay,
Ro-
well within
Ro-
range.
Yeah.
Rahun is going to look over at Tyson. Burn the woods.
Like I said, I don't have any fire on me. That would have to be either Therein
I-
or Smolder's charm.
I do. I'm gonna sacred flame the woods.
Okay.
Okay, bye, Woods.
Are we sure about that?
No, but
No.
it's an option.
No.
Yes, I'm sure.
I still
Burn
have
the
2
woods.
oil flasks left.
We don't know what's beyond the trees.
Is that what we're doing?
Well, whatever's there.
Wait,
Those
is
in
that-
That's another
favor?
problem to contend with.
Yeah, and you're the one to fight it.
I've been
But-
fighting it.
Too much diplomacy.
It
burn
attacked
the
you
woods.
guys first.
Wait, how about this? After the trees are set on fire, and if we catch it, I use my breath weapon to put it out.
All right,
That
fine,
works.
fair enough. I take out a flask and throw it to where I last saw the wraith at.
Okay.
Fire
So-
at will.
So as you kind of toss it out, and Naram casts his sacred flame, the trees kind of burst into this kind of bright yellowish flame for everything. And of course, even though it is raining, you know, the kind of combustion is still enough to go off as the oil flask kind of comes into collision with one of the trees. The entirety of the forest goes up. Well, not entirety. The entirety of like the cluster of trees kind of goes up in flames. And you guys see the creature once again in the flames kind of come up out and just once again kind of just going. And once its shape and everything appears again, it brings its eyes down almost toward all of you, and it just charges almost into the flames. And all that happens as it does that is it almost dissipates, and all it shoots out of the flames is the black spider's emblem as it comes through. And then due to the rain, it fades away into the kind of air here and just becomes kind of a mist that it begins to rise towards the sky. And with that, that will be the end of that attack.
Nice. Well,
Well, that was the thing.
you know the spider's after us now.
We've done
Oh,
that for
that wasn't obvious. Tyson, put out the flames. Continue on our way.
The biggest, deepest breath that he can, he breathes his icy mirage out onto the flames as if he were a fire hose.
I can just imagine instead of you actually breathing, you're just like puckering your lips out, going, just kind of like water spritzing it out onto the trees.
I'd like to call this icy hot.
God. Puns continue.
Can I
Oh
can
my
I
God.
commit Sudoku from that?
I mean, I could roll for it.
So I used up my breath weapon. How the fuck do I say, hey, I use this?
You go to your sheet and you check the box.
Go to sheet,
Yep.
go to Tyson. Here we would go to actions. Yes, actions, and then breath weapon, and then it says limited use. You check that box. Or underneath breath weapon white, you just do the thing next to the short rest, and then it makes it used. All right. So with that, you guys want to have any conversation or anything before we continue?
No, I'll take the fuck to Fandolin.
Okay.
Yeah, Rahun just starts brushing the mud off his axe. Let's go to Fandolin. We've been moving since the nighttime of the deal with the dragons. Tired.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Sheathing the rapier and then flicking the wand, emitting a strong light. That's we on our way then.
Okay. So as you guys get back here to Fandolin, it's kind of more of the later night hours, more early morning. So with that, do you guys just kind of come back to the inn and go to bed?
Yep.
We are thoroughly exhausted.
All right.
Off to bed.
Okie doke. So with going to bed here,
Fuck.
and getting that all to end off. So you guys are in separate rooms here, of course. However, tonight, for right now, what I want everyone except Tyson to do is mute your microphones.
What the fuck?
Ah,
You
okay.
mean
Take her to a
deaf-
private call. Ooh.
You mean deafen ourselves or just mute?
No, just mute your microphones. All right. So Tyson, as you've come into the Stone Hill here, and you've gone to bed, it's been quite a ride here. As you've gone to sleep, finally, somewhere in the middle of your slumber, you begin to feel uneasy. You start to almost dream lucidly, and what you find first, and what you can see, is whenever you open your eyes and essentially wake up, you are in a very, deep cave, and the only light seems to be coming from the very top. So it's kind of like a skylight almost, but you can tell you're in some form of mountainous cave. And
Is this in the dream or am I awake, not in my room?
you're in the dream, but you feel awake since you're kind of lucid dreaming at this point.
Alright.
However, as you kind of slowly look around and try and find something, you start to hear something.
Supposed to be hearing it now, or
Mm-hmm. You can hear it.
oh, okay, I hear it.
So, as you sort of hear this, and you can kind of feel a slight brush on your back, as almost each kind of what feels like an exhale is happening. With that, after kind of checking your surroundings and not seeing there's much even to where you are, you finally turn around, and the exhale that you're feeling is coming from a very large black dragon behind you.
Tyson rubs his eyes. Where am I? And who are you?
You don't recognize me.
Bahamut?
Yes.
And Lord. Why are you... Why are you here? What do you want from me?
Well, as our friend said, you are in danger.
That was true.
You know,
Coming to me.
well, more bringing you to me.
You need something from me.
Not necessarily. More a warning.
Warning.
You know what I made them warn you about.
Lord, that burst carries. Yes. I'm trying my best to convince him to get rid of it, my goddess.
That sword struck me.
Remember hearing one of the other Dragonborn talk about how it hit you. It was able to hurt you.
Yes. But you are not in as much danger as I originally thought.
So, my goddess.
They also carry a sword of us. The one made of flames.
Yes, I remember. It is a fire elemental in our group who wields the sword.
Yes. And with that, hopefully, it can protect you from what's coming.
Coming. My goddess, I don't understand.
You will. So.
I am honored to have you in my visions, my goddess. I am just a mere humble servant of your power. With the sword, I will try. No, I will make sure that the other sword is kept away.
Okay, so as this is happening, Therein, I need you to roll a Constitution check.
Boy.
Okay. So, with that, now as well, Smolder, roll your Constitution check. Shiren. There he goes. Okay. All right. So we're gonna switch this up here. So give me 1 second. Okay. I gotta find
how to find a good multi-voice thing.
That Bahamut was supposed to be like a silverish blue. It's awesome. Just a big ass black dragon.
What about this one? Maybe? No, not at all. What? I need multiple
voices. No.
Yikes.
What about? No. Jesus, these are bad.
This one? No. Okay, Second Life is going to be the best we get.
What about this one? Oh, this one's good. Okay. Cool.
Here comes my badass cat again.
Okay, so as this is happening, we are now outside in Tyson's room. As this has been going on in Tyson's head, unfortunately, Therein, you failed your constitution check against your sword. At this scene, Therein is standing over Tyson with the sword drawn, ready to strike. However, Smolder, since you very well succeeded yours, you are both driven by your swords into the room, and as Therein goes to strike with his sword, you are able to stand in and stop it from occurring. Now, at this point, we're going to do something I call half and half. So, Therein and Smolder, you can unmute your microphones. This is how this is going to work. Whenever you two are ready.
What?
Okay,
I'm
you two
around.
here?
How's this gonna work? Yeah.
So, how this is going to work is you two, since we're now over Tyson and your swords have clashed, what's going to work is I will let both of you call out what you choose to do. However, I will be handling the voice conversation back and forth and, of course, what happens. So you two are essentially controlling your characters on what to do next, but the scene is going to be up to me. So as your swords clash, Theron's body simply looks over towards you, Smolder, and he doesn't look himself at all. He's not who he was before. So, as he looks over, his eyes are almost a deep black, and he looks straight at you and goes,
How dare you? Where did you get that sword?
And with your reply, Smolder, you simply look at him, and of course you at this point have changed as well. Your eyes have become that of what would be a dragon's eyes at this point. They're very sharp and very much glowing a deep orange red, and you simply look back and say,
Not
what?
Not this time, Slyven. Damn you. I knew this would how. Fine. Who are you? You face all of us once again. Just like the time we locked you away in that sword.
So now it's up to you two. So, roll initiative, both of you.
Right.
Okay. So, with that, of course, with the rolls, Smolder, you are up first.
So, question.
Yes, sir.
Do I still have all the same things I would have in this state?
Yes.
So, spells and shit.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
It is still your characters, but you are being controlled by someone else. They have to use what is at your disposal.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
Well, bonus action, I'm going to speak the words to ignite the sword.
Okay. So as you do that,
And,
after detaching both of your swords and both of you coming into a stance in front of each other, of course you
Meanwhile,
speak the
there's
words
the
once again.
sleeping dragonborn.
Mm-hmm. With that, your blade then ignites in the room, and he just, who you know is not there at this point, looks down, and he just kind of looks over and goes,
You think that your little parlor trick scares me?
upon which, of course, you rebuttal with,
This parlor trick defeated you last time.
okay, so, what now, Smolder?
– 18 to hit.
Does a hit. Roll for damage.
Let's see. So that is going to be that.
Hold on. Reaction.
Oop.
Plus 3 to AC.
We gotta fucking
Yikes. Okay, so that actually makes it. Wait. That makes it 18. So that still goes towards attacker though, because that's like just a hit because he's met the armor class. So I mean, you can keep that if you want.
Yeah, I'm keeping it.
Okay, so with the first strike, of course, striking quite heavily. With that, how are you striking it, Therein here?
Cross slash from starting at like the top left shoulder. Yeah.
Okay, so with this slash that comes down, even though whoever's controlling Therein, which at this point has been spoken from Smolder as Sliven, brings up his blade to kind of parry it as it comes down. It comes kind of still cleaving into his shoulder, and of course he kind of dredges back and looks over, and he just kind of looks at you and goes,
Well.
Uh,
1-0.
Okay, so next, Smolder.
Yep.
Are you using it now? Because that's a 16
Reaction
hit.
once again.
Okay, so that one, of course, with that coming up, that one does end up missing. And of course, with this, we'll go with just a simple parry from Theron's in to kind of throw the sword aside and, you know, kind of gives a nasty glare towards you. So with that, that's a bonus action in 2 of your attacks. So Theron, now it is your turn.
All right. Quick question, Smolder. You wearing any metal?
I can't hear you over the battle music. One sec.
Sorry.
Alright, say that again.
You wearing any metal, Smolder?
Yes, I am.
Chainmail.
Mm-hmm. We are going to touch with Shocking Grasp.
Okay. Oh, that is a hit. Ooh. All right. So with that, that is... He would just have an advantage, so it's a hit anyway. So with this, Are you just casting it at a first here?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, that's true, and also it doesn't gain anything else until 5th level. So, 1d8. Go ahead and roll it.
2d8.
Hmm?
And then the +1.
Oh, it is 2d8. Yeah. Sorry.
Since he has a metal, it takes 3d8s.
No, the metal's just for advantage.
No?
Yeah. Says if the you have advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing metal or armor made of metal. So. Oh yeah, that was that.
It takes half damage? No.
Well,
that's
where?
not right. 2d8s.
Yeah. It says
and
effect
then
2d8.
The target with metal takes an extra.
Yeah, 1d8 lightning damage. Yeah, sorry. That's confusing on that. Ooh. 16. So as he reaches out and grasps part of Smolder's chainmail, all of a sudden the shock kind of goes through. But before it does, he just kind of looks up with a smirk and goes,
"Now, here's my trick."
And, of course, the shock goes through, and the only reaction that kind of comes out of Smolder is just kind of obviously a very harsh kind of almost like grinding of the teeth. But, of course, with the damage that does come through, he does kind of groan out and kind of speak up with,
"Oh,
my voice got deep all of a sudden.
So, this is how we're going to play."
So, of course, for the sake of this, we're not rolling with your real hit points. We're rolling with some that I've got. So, because otherwise this would be no. Yeah, you guys can stay at your perspective hit points. That's just for the sake of the characters as well as what's happening.
Okay.
So, with that, of course, we've got some nice back and forth. So, Smolder, you are up. Well, actually, that was one action from you. Well, yeah. Yeah, because you only get one, I think, right?
Yeah, I do have a bonus action still, don't I?
Well, it was a cantrip, so that counts as a bonus action, so you still have an action.
Alright, I guess he's attacking with a rapier twice.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for hit.
First one.
Nope.
Second one.
Nope.
No dice.
Alright.
Smolder's AC at 18 is 2. What the fuck? Oh, God.
You let me get a shield. Or
That's
a buckler,
true.
I should say.
That's true, I did. Big oof. Alright, so with the 2 slashes, Smolder just kind of ducks and moves out of the way with everything that's coming at him, and of course he looks forward again and just kind of almost snivels out of the way of the blade, just kind of looking down at him, and of course then speaks again to say,
"Just as reckless as when we all faced you before."
You say that, but you forget I am the one who struck Bahamut.
So, Smolder, now you're up.
Bonus action, I'm going to use Blood Curse of the Marked.
Okay. So I assume you are marking him?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not the mark. Of mutual suffering. That's what I meant.
Mark mutual suffering. Okay.
Blood Curse, mutual suffering.
So...
And then I will attack him again.
Does damage to you with a weapon attack, they take a necrotic equal to half dealt. Okay. And then you what? Sorry?
Rolling to hit.
Oof.
Nope.
As with that... Ooh, that one That one is a hit. That one
Do I still have the reaction enabled?
Let me see. Depends. Which one are you using as a reaction? I'm all sorts of out of places here.
It's the defensive duelist feat.
Oh!
It's a reaction.
Where feats and treats. Ah! There it is. You are proficient in when you are wielding a fist and another creature hits you with a melee attack, you can use reaction at defensive duelist, 1 reaction. I don't necessarily know how reactions play out. Ew, that's not good.
Time to look it up.
Yes, sir! That's what
Normally
I'm doing.
you have 1 reaction per turn.
Yeah,
Normally, yes.
That's what I'm thinking, and of course this is all kind of 1 turn basis since Smolder was first. So for this, I mean, unfortunately, I would say yes. And that's just because, I mean, it is a duel, so...
Yep.
So unfortunately, that would be a miss for that. So, of course, with striking back at the one controlling Therein here, he does sort of the same movement, kind of dipping out of the way and moving kind of backwards away from the blade, and at one point even parrying a strike coming out. Whenever the blades actually clash, this sort of black smoke kind of comes off of the blade that Therein is holding, and with yours, Smolder, whenever it clashes, the mist almost entangles with your blade, almost as if it's the blades themselves are trying to attack each other, and gain some form of advantage as well. So, now, Therein, you're up.
Let's see. He's going to use Magic Missile.
Okay.
At 3rd level.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So there is nothing I can do. These are automatically hit.
They are, for 5th edition.
Yep. 5 bolts will head right to you.
You gotta roll for each bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, you can just roll 5 dice. And
+1, and it's the 4.
So 12. So as these bolts get cast and just thrown at math, and as they get thrown at Smolder and kind of collide with him, the force of them kind of knocking him backwards, sort of sliding on his feet, and of course every hit that does come through and attack him, he does simply just kind of slide backwards, taking the hits one at a time, going.
And now, bonus action. He begins his blade song.
Cool, you take 6 damage from necrotic.
Truth. So, with the necrotic that bursts back at him here, kind of almost at his arm, sort of, as his kind of blade holding arm goes flying for a moment, he turns back, and all that happens is a smirk creeps across Theron's face. And so with that, that's whenever he begins the song here. So, okay, so now his base AC is 18. And he gains a +3 to any con saving throw he has to make. Alright.
Advantage on acrobatics and increases 10 feet of walking speed.
Yes, sir. The ones I read off were the important ones. So, Smolder, it is your turn again.
Cool, so I'm going to cut myself.
Okay.
So, take 6 off of the max HP and deal 3 damage. The sword is now doing fire and radiant damage.
Okay. Ooh, that radiant's gonna be bad news.
If I can hit.
Truth. Because what I was gonna say as well is, due to his reaction, you have to roll high as Fuck, that's a hit, even with reaction, because the reaction makes it a 21. So,
Oh.
go ahead and roll for damage. Fuck.
So that is going
Nicely
to be...
done.
Let's see. That one. So that is 5 radiant. That is a shit roll. 6 regular. And...
What about the right?
No, the right was the 1d6.
Okay.
Which is 5. And then 6 fire.
So are we doing 6, 5, 6 here? So it would be 18 or not 17?
Yeah,
Right.
unless he's weak against radiant.
I was gonna say he is, so I was gonna add like normal 3 to it to make it 20 even. So that was a good strike as well. So as the radiant and fire strike comes along, how are you striking this time?
Cross slash.
Okay. So as the strike comes through and kind of connects with Therein here, almost more due to the radiant damage, this mist seems to more spill out of the wound as it sort of dissipates due to the radiance of the blade at this point. And of course, with him kind of retching back and holding where the blade did cross, he rolls back.
The only downfall of being this way. You forget. We do not control one element, but many. Slyvin.
So, that was that second hit, and you did the bonus action. You got yourself, so now it's back to Theron's turn.
Alright, do I need to make a con save to maintain my song? Or...
Is it a
A
concentration
constitution check? Or concentration, yeah.
So there's going to be a +2 on that one.
If I can find it again. God damn it, Chris. I just had it.
Nope, the blade song's gone.
Ooh, okay. Alright. There it is. I'm stupid. I think. I'm on the wrong page. You know, I'm just totally on the wrong character altogether. So with that, of course, yes, the blade song does fail. And so now you're back to a regular AC of 15, but of course you still have the reaction. So, what is your next turn here?
Well, since the guy is controlling my character, I expect that he's about to do lightning bolt.
It's whatever. So, alright.
And sneaky son of a bitch is going to aim it not just to Smolder, but the people sleeping behind him.
Ooh, okay. Yikes. Go ahead.
They need to make a Constitution saving throw. No,
Yeah.
Dexterity, 14.
So everyone's gonna have to roll.
We're all sleeping in one room? Jesus.
No, this is going to pass through the fucking wall.
Yeah, I was
What's
gonna
the
say
saving throw?
It's
a dexterity of 14.
Oh, I have no additions to Dex. Perfect.
Well, here's the roll.
Oh no. Oh no, what have you done?
Jeezums.
What have you done?
It's not.
No,
me,
you're
it's
no, Tyson.
Sylvia.
You're technically behind him right now.
Well, I can leave my mic
Fucking
unmuted now.
hell! I was gonna say this is gonna wake everyone up. Unfortunately.
And guess what is gonna happen to Coffee?
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Oh
I
shit!
cannot-
Oh fuck! I
cannot
forgot.
choose this.
Okay, so
I did
Smolder
not
saves,
choose
so you
this.
take half of that. So you would take 17.
So does everyone take this?
Yeah, if you failed. Which is bad news for some of you.
And bad news for Theron because of what he just did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that's right. Coffee, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll your
Yeah,
your
the saving throw.
yeah. Oh my
Therein,
god.
I apologize for what's about to become of you.
It's
Well, Coffee, he's not in line of sight. You're in a different room.
you're in a different
First
room, so you're
creature
gonna
that
start
attacks
swinging.
him- No, the first creature to attack him gains his focus, and he will go after that one creature first.
1 second. While Berserk, you must use your action each round to attack the nearest creature to you with an axe. So since you can't see him, anyone who's about to roll within your 10 feet is about to get swung at, Rahun.
Thank God it's the axe. It's only a 5 ranger.
It says if you can make extra attacks as part of the attacks action, you use those extra attacks. So if Naram unfortunately comes into the hallway at the same time as you're gonna swing at him 3 times.
4.
4 times.
He is now enraged.
Moving to attack the nearest creature you fell after you fell the current target. If you have multiple possible targets, you attack one at random. You berserk until you start your turn with no creatures within 60 feet that you can see or hear.
How big is this building?
You're in an inn that has an upstairs and a downstairs.
I'm gonna guess this building's at least 50 feet across, interior-wise.
Pretty much.
And a town full of people.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, we have our first murder hobo.
True. However,
What
as
have you done?
It's not me. It was Sylvia.
it's true, it's not Therein technically, and this is not something to make
Technically,
people.
but you made the decision to do that, though.
This is the decision
so-
that we took upon bringing the swords along, but
So, do we roll initiative now? Because we're technically engaged in combat.
True, yeah,
Against
yeah.
each other.
Because you don't know what the fuck just shocked the hell out of you out of bed, and especially for some of you dealt 34 damage, so it hurt pretty damn bad. It's almost like getting shocked to life out of sleep.
Wait. If you failed it, you took full damage, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm not getting up.
What do you mean you're not getting up? You were at full.
Were we
Make
taking
that
a rest?
32 damage, because there's an extra 2 that was not supposed to be there.
So it's 32. You have 51 points of life. What happened?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were healing. Nobody said this shit.
Well,
You
yeah,
were
it's
you
long
were
rest.
asleep. I thought it was kind of. Okay, sorry.
Everyone had a technical long rest.
Technical.
Everyone's healed up, and now 32 damage.
So I didn't take 17, then. I took 16.
16, yes. So I'll add 1 more point of life to the totals I have here. Okay. So with that crackle that comes through, of course, striking you, as well as the others, of course, with you having the fucking chainmail, it hurts and doesn't really. There's no way of, avoiding it.
Yeah. Was that the thunder or the shocking grip or the thunder wave? Did that?
That was lightning bolt.
I'm wearing metal armor.
So you couldn't escape it either.
And now the walls of the inn are on fire.
Oh shit. Great. Okay. So with
We
that,
have two possessed people fighting each other. We now have a berserked Goliath. The building is on fire.
this has gone a different way than I originally intended. Anyway, as the light bolt strikes, Smolder, obviously the voice comes through again, kind of backing up.
We need to lock you away for good.
So with that, the flames on the blade almost burn brighter at this point. And with Theron's blade, the blade actually kind of pierces and becomes this almost black blade, as it almost seems like the smoke almost infuses with the blade and kind of gives it this weird kind of texture, almost like Damascus steel through the blade. And with
That'd
that,
be pretty for when trying to fucking kill people.
true. So with that, that was Theron's turn. So Smolder, you're up.
Wait,
Okay.
Don't we have to roll?
Oh yeah,
initiative, or is it
Everyone
after
else
this?
has to roll initiative. Sorry. So who's blue? Naram.
Wait, what?
Yikes! That attack ain't coming soon.
No, I rolled. Both of us rolled our dice at the same time, and I was just like, "Wait a minute, what happened to my dice?"
Oh, okay. All right. So Rahun did. I need to roll for Sarang since she's not here anymore. Okay.
Is Tyson still asleep? Good job, Tyson.
Actually, I think I actually have one thing still on that I shouldn't. Yeah, there we go. All right, so Sarang's rolled. We have Smolder and then on the end. Yeah. Okay. So we're good. Okay.
Well,
So-
Hellsing, I think you can unmute now.
Your guys' you all will you guys' turn like initiatives will start after Smolder's turn because you guys just got hit. So even though we haven't rolled, it'll actually start. So now Smolder, it's your turn.
All right, and I'm gonna use Blood Curse of the Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And bloop.
Herc.
He yeeted, but failed. Reaction.
I don't think that
Nope,
puts you at an 18,
nope.
doesn't it?
That does. I'm holding that reaction.
Okay. Yep. All right. So roll after the first swing kind of misses with the radiant damage kind of glowing in his face. He kind of retches back from it, just kind of going.
Guess
Okay.
what?
So for the second hit,
Because of no, I rolled both hits. I missed the first one.
no, I know. I'm talking about for the second hit. You missed the first
Yeah.
one, so we're going into the second
Yeah.
one for damage.
Yeah. So the second one, by the way, because of Curse of the Mark, my radiant damage is doubled.
Yikes.
That's only 4 radiant damage, but then weakness. So 11 and 4 and
So 15 plus 7 is 22. All right. So with the slash that actually does come across, more of this kind of smoke, and of course with this strike being a more powerful strike this time, after the duel that's been going on, this mist just spills kind of out as he just kind of retches back, and you hear just him kind of retch and writhe with pain.
I am so tired of all of you.
Of course, with this, he's now visibly sort of sweating from the attack. So with that, of course, with that going on, now we come to the top. Hi, Rahun, you ready?
He's
So
my
since
first.
why is Rahun going first?
Naram goes before me.
I
Rahun rolled a
am.
Oh,
5.
Naram, sorry. Naram.
What about?
But out of player knowledge, I know things, but in character, I have to follow the constant.
Exactly.
What about about Therein?
What about Sarang?
Or Sarang?
Strong's at 9.
And Therein refuses to what's her nuts? Refuses to unmute.
No, Tyson is asleep.
Tyson's asleep.
Oh.
Sarang is your girlfriend that went to bed.
Yeah, she is the injured one right now. So
She's about to be injured one in
so,
game
like-
2. Wait a minute, she didn't save. What? Oh my god, she has 5 points, or she has 6 points of health left. Holy
yeah,
fuck.
she never did. She wasn't here for the rest. So
I mean, she was here, but I mean, like, she was resting, but I mean, she only has 39 hit points.
have,
Got hit with 34.
have you seen our
32.
wizard's hit points?
32.
Fucking hell, alright.
She's a bard. She's part of the wizard type. They don't have a lot of health.
No, they don't.
I have a con save, so mine's higher. But anyway, I'm guessing I wake out of my meditation and see that the entire building's on fire and I've been splattered against the wall.
Pretty much.
So I guess I'm going to dust myself off and run over to, I'm guessing where the combat's happening right now.
So you've kind of burst out of your room into the hallway and you're trying to move to where you see pretty much the room on fire.
Yep.
Okay.
This
So
is
I
120 feet, so the lightning bolt shot out of the inn.
Jesus.
Which means the town's probably awake.
Probably, especially
The
from
town
the
is
clash.
awake, depending on which way you shot this.
It
We
may
now
been in a
have
house.
4 or 5 buildings on fire.
I won't go
believe
that
it
far.
was in more of...
I'd imagine, yeah, if...
So you shot it this way,
no,
150 feet.
You're at the town master's hall, Rahun. He was closer.
It either went this way and fucked everything over that way, or it went that way and our prisoner's now dead.
or
No, Barthen's at home because we're late
Or
night.
with
His store's gone. Or we destroyed all these houses. Or it went this way.
To destroy those shrines.
The shrine is destroyed. So is Sister.
where
the
so pretty
sister's
much, no
home.
matter which direction it went, it fucked shit up.
The only direction it could have gone to not fuck shit up is this way.
Yep.
Oh wait, never mind.
It's only 100 fucking feet and then it diverges on its own.
Oh, then it goes just wild. Woo!
Oh, well, oh sweet, 100 feet. Let's look at that. Those houses are on fire. They're on fire. They're on fire. Oh, Barthen's is still on fire.
So is the smithy.
The smithy is gone, and he doesn't have a home. The shrine is still gone.
The hot sale prices, man.
And so is the sister.
Oh my god.
Which way did you fire it?
I don't remember. I don't have the floor plan.
So, what I'm gonna say.
So, alright.
I'm guessing the bedrooms are up here facing this direction.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's either this direction.
So he just shot it this way. So the sister is dead.
Yeah, essentially, I would say that way. Yeah. So pretty much the Shrine of Luck and everything in kind of this vicinity
The shrine
here.
wasn't so lucky in the first place, huh?
That
Yep.
area is pretty
This
much
is
attacked.
And it's
attacking
going to
the
get
fires,
worse because
but
there's now people outside trying to stop the fires with a berserk Goliath inside of a burning inn.
And this is why you don't bring the berserkers to the brothels.
This is why you don't possess your players.
Oh, I find this
Welcome.
right. You kidding me?
Welcome to my campaigns. So,
GM 101, don't be afraid to kill your players.
so
Pick up the sleeping dragonborn.
Naram, I'll say you can make it down the hallway.
Hellsing, unmute. Just unmute.
so what are you doing
Damn it,
here?
everyone else is.
What are you doing, Naram? I can't hear anything now. What happened? Hold on. Okay, speak now?
There we go. That was Discord.
There we go.
Yeah, Discord
Technical
died.
foul.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I guess I'm running down to their room to see what the commotions all is.
I know, I said you could make it down there. What are you doing after that?
I'm swinging the door open and going, what the fuck's going on?
Okay. So as you kind of swing open, all you see is Therein and, of course, Smolder standing across from each other with their blades drawn.
My
Of course,
poor Raven is scared shitless right now.
with that,
Wait, my poor horses!
Coffee.
your horses are gone!
Coffee, just remember, it's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
Oh, shit!
It's not your fault.
So Naram apparently is not doing anything else.
Get
Sarang...
the Dragonborn and book it.
Oh, shit. Sarang.
Huh? Yeah, I'm going to run into the middle of. Well, mind you, I have no movement action left. Run into the middle of two people dueling in a small 8x12 room to drag a 200+ pound Dragonborn out of there with my strength 11 ass.
So, with
Sounds about
Sarang
right.
kind of getting knocked well off of her sleeping schedule here, with her being stuck, she's gonna run outside and see kind of Naram down the hallway and see the place on fire. And just to save her and not cause Rockie any sort of "you tried to kill me" shit, I'm gonna have her actually run downstairs to try and get people to help put out the fire, which, of course, as she runs down, there are already people awake and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on upstairs.
I mean, she's resistant to fire, so...
True.
That works.
So... Rahun, buddy.
Coffee, it's not your fault.
Rahun is just gonna kick the door down and just...
I'm gonna say at this point, it's not even kicking the door down. You just see a foot come out of the room as the door just hits the wall across from it.
Here comes the Goliath.
Who wakes the sleeping giant?
So Rahun, so you're walking out. Obviously, you have the blade, the axe drawn.
The axe is being dragged one-handed behind me, just
So-
looking for the first target.
He's going all shining and shit in this bitch. Holy shit. Okay.
No.
He's going Stanley Kubrick. All right. Okay. So Naram, as you see the door kind of burst open, as you get a look at Rahun, what I described as earlier is he's as he said, he's dragging the blade, but all you see is just that glowing, like fluorescent red from his veins all the way up to his eyes, like through his head. And he's just like, he's got the nastiest face looking. So,
So who's ready for a party wipe?
So, Rahun, unfortunately, per your berserk, I'm going to need you to swing at Naram.
Here comes 3d20s, Naram. I'm sorry.
Just roll one at a time, bud.
You miss.
Okay, good.
So with the first one, he brings it up and kind of swings.
Oh wait, I rolled it wrong. That's +9.
Oh my fucking god. Still a miss on the first one. Second one's gonna be a hit at a 21.
The second one connects pretty well.
Oh, shit.
And the third one.
Oh god.
4. You got 4.
Oh, that's right. I have 4 hits. He's enraged. Every ability is being used. Wrong one. Wrong one.
I have my Raven swoop
Oh, wait.
down and use Misty Step. I'll connect it to fucking Naram to get him out of there.
Coffee, did you just enrage because you have to use all your abilities?
Yes, he
Berserk
does.
means everything is being used.
He has to
including
expend
Reckless.
everything.
Oh,
That gives him +2 to hit with Berserk.
Oh no!
Plus your axe gives you another +1.
So he's got 12 to hit.
So we
top
got.
of the rolls.
So
We got a
14.
12, a 22.
Let's just put it this way, just to make the pain quicker. You're gonna hit him 3 times.
Yeah, three of those connect.
And since I'm enraged, it's still a +1 to damage.
Oh no!
First hit. Minimal. Second hit.
Oh no!
Not so minimal.
Jesus.
Third hit.
Maximize!
Maximize.
Oh my god!
So let's just put it this way: the last hit puts me to 0. The next 2, I'm a prone target, which automatically melee crit and kill me.
Well, you're down though, so that's
No.
No.
You got hit
No, the
twice
first-
while down.
The first hit knocked him.
Oh,
the other 2 straight out killed Naram.
All because I went for a lightning bolt.
I forgot he was already hit. I'm still staring at a 51.
You forgot to update.
No. Oh no!
Oh shit.
Oh no!
Oh shit, the first one did. Wait, no. The first one is an 8. The second one knocks you. Because you were at 19. So the first one puts you down to 11. The second one incapacitates you. The third one being doubled in a 19 is a 38. So you're okay.
Okay. So Naram is down, but
Naram, you have
can
one
only
saving
fail
throw left.
once.
You have one saving throw for Naram, which you better hope he saves on, because he only has one turn, and he's the first to go in the round. Yep. So, Smolder, go
Question.
ahead. Go ahead.
Do I have control over the Raven? Because that is my familiar.
Well, in terms of that, though, the familiars can usually tell who's really their controller and who's not. So in this case, I would say no, just because he knows it's not actually you controlling yourself right now.
That bird would have well since fled by now.
And Russell just says in chat, and death comes to collect.
Death comes to collect in the form of the team's tank.
Killing the team's healer.
I was really hoping that I could, by some miracle, use the Raven to swoop down and have him use mending on Naram.
That would bring him back up in
Only
my
to be
tank.
swung at again!
Another 4 times!
That would be a dumb idea.
Alright. Glad I'm not doing that.
I'm literally the only person that could have stopped coffee.
Yeah, you are. That's who's coming after.
Oh no.
I really hope he rolls a natural 1 on one of these attacks, just so I can save all of you, including Tyson, who's currently incapacitated and asleep.
Oh no, that means I have to attack
A
her
strike
and
during
as well.
sleep is done. If they fail. God,
An
fuck.
auto crit, yeah.
Well,
Shiren,
question.
please take the fight out of the room.
I have no control over that.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. Yes.
What do you mean? You get to choose what you do. I just carry it on
Grapple
past
me
it.
and throw me out the fucking window.
I mean, I could do that. We're going out the window, boy.
Fuck
Or
it.
you can throw him closer to me. Whichever one slows him
Ooh.
down the most.
Ooh,
First
That's a
one,
good
please, if you want to save everyone.
that's not gonna save everyone.
How?
It's gonna
Because it's gonna
save
leave
some-
Tyson in the room.
They're asleep. They're still. The thing is, right, is like unless Tyson gets up at some point and you try and wake her up, she's still down. She's not a threat, because otherwise I would have him strike Naram again.
Hey, please don't do that.
That's fair.
No, it's once
Okay.
until they're incapacitated or no longer moving.
Exactly. At this point, Tyson
Okay,
is
we're
not
going
moving.
Out the window then.
Okay, so
Get this in grapple roll.
all right,
Give him
went.
advantage.
This went
Give him advantage.
very. I'm not even gonna have you two roll for this shit. I'm just saying it's happening because this went way too far. I was not ready for you to almost kill each other, and I was not prepared for this situation.
He was not ready for the berserker. He forgot
No,
about the
I wasn't.
berserker.
I forgot, but I
derailed your
also,
campaign.
yes, that one lightning bolt derailed everything. Now I have to deal with a raging Goliath trying to kill everyone,
He's not trying.
and he's in
doing
the
a very good job of it.
and he's in the middle of a town full of people.
That was my strength check, anyways.
That's fine. So as you kind of grab him and throw him out the window and chase after him, of course, both of you fall about 20, 30 feet and land. Of course, who cares about the bludgeoning damage at this point? Rahun, still in his rage, pretty much Hulk smashes through the wall, the back wall of Tyson's room, attempting to chase you guys. So
No longer in sight.
This one-on-one duel has become
this one-on-one duel has all of a
fight
sudden
for
become
survival.
fuck a Goliath.
Oh no no no! Oh, this just made it worse.
I'm looking outside.
Oh shit.
Where
And they're out of sight.
outside.
there are frantic people running around with buckets and fire.
Oh, I've been quiet this entire time.
Oh shit.
In the
can't talk
beginning,
about
I muted myself because I was crying because I didn't want Tyson to die, and now I'm just, ooh.
So
So there's now a flaming building with a wall missing and a glowing Goliath looking down
I have
at
an idea.
everyone.
I have an idea. We're almost okay. We are almost okay. Because I did the order wrong. But anyway, Smolder, after you throw him out the window, and I'll say that used an action, what are you doing now?
I don't have bonus actions.
Okay, cool.
Really?
Therein, you're up.
I have an idea. Well, that didn't work. Next idea.
Okay, so I'm currently prone. Get up.
Yes. Okay.
15 left. The character moves towards the ruined Shrine of Luck.
Oh god, we're bringing this
And-
into the town common area. Oh,
It
okay.
burns. This is you threw it into a superhero fight.
And he's charging a fireball.
Oh shit!
What the Okay. And I assume you're throwing it at
Made him-
Smolder.
You made him a villain.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
get a new villain.
So, fireball. So Smolder, you're gonna need to roll a dexterity check of 14 at disadvantage because you're technically prone too.
Here's the damage.
Oh,
Fuck me.
So that would be a 9.
Oh,
Because
is
he's
it-
resistant to
14.
the fire.
He is
Um,
resistant.
small question.
Mm-hmm.
How far was Smolder away from the building?
I mean, he was on like the back end.
Like I'm
The
wondering
fireball
because
explosion
fireball
is 20
has
feet.
a 20-foot blast radius.
Son of a bitch! So he's setting things more ablaze than they already were from the lightning bolt.
Don't worry, he's right here. They jumped out here. So the building is more on fire now.
Okay.
I'm worried.
What's over here? Over here near the Shrine of Luck. I'm assuming that Smolder was here.
We came out the back end, so over here. Because this was the room
So
we were
you
fighting in
basically
here.
launched it at the edge of the building.
Yeah.
So
And
wait.
are
So I
blowing
wouldn't
a
have
hole.
gotten hit by it then.
So, which I'm trying to figure. So it's over here. You guys fell, right?
Yes.
Pretty much.
And then he took a turn out here.
That's
and
where I
he's
was
throwing
trying
a
to.
fireball back here, where I'm about here.
He's blowing the corner off the fucking building. It's an
Where Tyson
explosion.
and me lay prone.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Looks like it's.
This has got so bad.
This is
Fuck it. No. Here, because of it, because of trying just to hit Smolder, I'm gonna have him hit this building back here, just for the explosion portion. That way your entire building doesn't come collapsing on the two of you, and we end up with 2 dead characters in one. Oh, Jesus. You guys are making me fucking sweat.
That's another dead family.
Poor thing. Can we stop? She says.
Anyway.
We're talking about. This is a stable.
Well, I'm out of 3rd level spells, so there's no more of those.
Well, it doesn't matter, because, funnily enough, with that, and being a Ganassi that's resistant to fire, he only takes half anyway, even if he doesn't save, because it's resistance.
Yep.
But, you're both at the same amount of fucking health. And the next person's turn is supposed to be Sarang.
He was also resistant to fire.
Yes. So,
Well, good enough that I'm not facing her direction, so maybe she can save Naram?
You're still with the
She's
proximity
out
of me.
and about helping the people.
I was going to say, Sarang is going to come back upstairs to see now a hole in the wall, as well as Naram essentially almost in pieces after he got cleaved on by a great axe, even while he was downed.
Alright, she needs to use mending now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Man, it doesn't work. I'm not a construct.
But also... Rahun's technically
Poppy's
out of the
still up
building.
there.
No, he's out of the building. He went through the wall to chase you guys out the window.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I went so fast. I'm probably somewhere over here-ish.
Listen, I'm trying to save y'all asses because I'm trying not to kill everyone because I wasn't ready for everyone to essentially be on death's door because of a cursed weapon I gave you. So,
How do I get rid of the paint? How do I get rid of the paint?
Here. Okay, so what I was trying to say myself is what I assumed is that the room we were at was here, right? So,
Right.
they have come out this way. All three of you, Therein, Rahun, and Smolder, have come out this way. Therein then took this detour and is blasting this here to try and catch here with the flames. So, in doing so, he's going to hit both of you, but Smolder's going to be the first one in line. So, unless Smolder moves out of the goddamn way in a second, to be without being in that 60 feet, which is not very much on this map, and of course, you know, with the movement and whatnot, we should be fine. However, I was going to have Sarang.
Throw again?
Is a 14 dex.
It doesn't matter at this point. You're still... Oh.
You mean the thing I have advantage in?
Yes.
Yes, just roll it and see if you take damage.
He's still going to take it anyway.
I know.
Yeah, so he takes half, so you take 13.
Yay!
But that didn't matter because you're still mad anyway. Anyway, I was going to have Sarang.
It's even a more angry Goliath.
Mm-hmm. And per this, I need her to do. I need her to go up and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on Naram. So, actually, no, she's gonna do it at 3rd level because she's got 2 third level spots. So 3d8 plus 3.
It's like save the players, save the players, save the
Okay,
players.
so that's 12 points back to you.
I made him think about saving the players.
This went so awry, so fast.
You know what's great?
You forgot I was a wizard.
Chris has been trying to kill us, and now he's afraid because we're gonna die.
No, he's afraid because I'm going to be the cause of death.
I was just trying to make Therein and Smolder specifically fight each other, and now everyone's involved. Not necessarily to the point, but now everyone's running from an angry Goliath.
Who's now in the streets?
Yay!
So anyway, with that damage, and now Sarang taking her turn, we have to move back to the top, which would be Naram.
Now it's up Naram.
Great!
Do what you need to fucking do. I picked you back up for a reason.
What? Let the Goliath run wild? Because
You are the only one that can stop this chaos unless you want everyone to die.
I mean, he is.
I am evil. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to, where the hell is it? Where the fuck is my goddamn spell?
Which one?
There it is. No, that's not it. I'm looking for my healing spell real quick.
Why?
So I can heal myself. I'm at 12 points of health!
The Goliath is still on a rampage!
It's not gonna do me any good if I'm dead!
He's outside the building! You're still upstairs!
And you're not the primary target.
Yet.
You're further away than Smolder!
Alright, I'm gonna...
This is true.
I'm gonna try and walk to the blasted open wall, hole in the wall now. Can I see coffee from there?
Yes.
Yes.
He's a 7-foot Goliath that just broke through the door. Or wall.
Broke through the building. Alright, where is it? I'm gonna have to use a 2nd level spell and try to cast Hold Person on him.
What do I have to roll?
Fucking hell.
It's literally one of the ways of containing him.
It's a wisdom saving throw. It's a wisdom saving throw. It's too late. It's a wisdom saving throw, coffee.
Oh,
he's
Make it disadvantage. Make it disadvantage.
Nope, can't make it disadvantage.
Can't make a disadvantage.
Right now, I'm basically, my only brain process is fight.
Wait, coffee.
The other one is a cantrip. I swear to God, if I give you this bonus action, you better not fuck this one up. Because if this one's fucked up, everyone's dead.
So you
The one time I want to roll a nat 1. The one time.
I don't have a cantrip that would stop him.
The C in the diamond means cantrip. Usually.
No, that's concentration.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never. Fucking hell. Alright, well, the coffee's still on a rampage. Well, we're all dead. Alright. Fucking hell. Alright, we're just gonna have to let this one roll out.
Yeah,
Smolder, you're
being
up.
cryptic for no reason on this one.
Cool.
You're welcome,
I am going
Chris.
to move over to where Fuckface went.
Okay. So you're not out of sight around the building. Thank God.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing? Oh. Okay, that's a hit. Oh.
Chris is just, oh no.
I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
The perfect timing. Okay. Okay. So with this blade strike, oh God, I'm sweating.
I'm aiming to cut his hand off, so he's no longer holding the blade.
Ah, ooh. Wow, you're a dickhead.
He's not living through this.
Technically he is.
No, he's not.
Anyway.
The one time I want my partner to fucking die.
Oh my God.
I tell him I said that.
Anyway.
Don't worry, if he's still conscious by the time Rahun comes around the corner, that may be an actual thing that's going to happen.
Oh God. This was gone very dark, very fast. So with that strike,
evil, so it's in my nature.
You have two neutral evil characters and a chaotic good.
All fighting in the street.
Piss.
Am I the chaotic good?
No, I am.
Wait.
Oh.
With that strike,
chaotic good is the same as neutral evil, pretty much. It's a fine line.
I'd say even with that, as the strike comes through, all you end up saying, Smolder, is
enough is enough.
And as you come striking down and clash against Therein one more time, the mist ends up spilling out one last time as the blade falls from Theron's hands, and once it does fall, as Theron just kind of almost loses all of the almost liveliness in his body, and falls in the middle of the square here. The mist almost just seeps back into the blade, and just kind of lays next to him. With that, and of course with that, you also whatever is controlling you fades out from just controlling you as well, and your blade kind of simmers out. However, neither of you are gonna remember this. I hope you know that. That was supposed to be my get-go from the beginning. So, sorry, Shiren, but outside of this, you can be mad all you want.
All you know is you're somehow in the streets with a now one-handed Theron.
And
cool.
A very angry berserker coming around the corner.
We had the minor squabble among kindred there for a fight.
Hold on.
Now we have to deal with the super boss.
yeah,
Yes,
he kind of swung to cut your hand off from the blade.
Hooray!
Shit! I go to take a piss and I lose a hand.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris made it a lot better than it could have been, because if I remembered, you'd be dead right now.
You're welcome.
Because I told you what would happen if you attacked Dragonborn.
You're welcome.
Attack him.
Technically, he didn't attack. Technically, he wasn't able to attack.
Doesn't matter.
So anyway, we're gonna kind of fast forward here.
Oh my God.
And so we're gonna move into everyone kind of helps the town. What ends up happening, of course, with everything going on, and pause the music, please. Thank you.
What are we going to do about, the elephant in the room? I'm out.
The Goliath in the room.
The thing is you can't see anyone because you're just kind of frantically looking around, and since they moved around the building, they're technically out of sight. And I'm gonna say you're mainly kind of looking around. Since it's a stable, thank God it's already on fire, because otherwise you would have went slashing at horses. Um,
Bob, it's
One thing
Steven,
we know
no!
here is that Tyson is a heavy sleeper.
well, your slumber was more induced. Like you were kept in that state for a purpose.
You know,
So-
I'm not gonna argue what's happened. I'm just gonna say, running through a building and then throwing yourself into a burning stable was probably the best solution.
Dude, I'm sweating. Anyway, so with that, we all go about, just helping, put out the fires and everything like that. Of course, now, you guys do get quite a bit of looks in the tavern side of the inn. So Therein, of course, is now without his hand. We can go about fixing that later.
Fuck.
With
If
that,
it's any consolation, it's cauterized with radiant and fire damage.
anyway,
Yeah, let me think whatever fucking god did that.
Bahamut.
so with that, I'm also gonna say everyone's awake now, and you guys are kind of in the tavern area. You're all sitting at a table, kind of like a booth table out over in the corner, and the blade that Therein was using is kind of in the middle of the table.
I'm going to take this as the black spider attacked while we were all sleeping.
I'm just gonna I had another long rest in that stable. I need my health back.
I'm gonna say you need your health back. Fucking Jesus, you almost killed someone. Anyway,
That's an understatement.
it really is. I will say everyone got their, of course, rest at this point, and at this point, Rahun's so like just weathered and tired. He's just kind of he's like at the part of the booth where like he can just lean against the wall, and he's just like super tired. His eyes are like half closed.
That's kind of what happens when you super berserk.
He's leaning against the wall with the axe just in between his hands, just pushing it into himself. So that was an interesting night.
So how much do we not remember?
I
So-
remember the dream with
No,
Bahamut.
talking to Chris. How
So
much do we not remember?
Thing.
you
I'm
guys,
asking too.
you and Therein don't remember much. All you remember, of course, is being up at some point. With that, though, the one thing that's still stuck in both of your minds is the fact that you struck each other. You guys knew that you were in a fight at this point, and that's pretty much the only thing you can remember, is that it was you two that were dueling. Since obviously from also you guys coming out of your trances, so you were standing over Therein after you now took off his hand, and you guys were in the middle of the town with your blades drawn. So, of course, Rahun went swinging wildly. That's a great memory to have.
I went through a wall.
Sarang remembers the most out of everyone because she was more just a bystander to the whole thing. So, she kind of gives an explanation of what was happening.
Big question, left or right hand was lost?
Which
Which
one
one
were
were
you
you
holding the
holding the blade
rapier
with?
in?
Right-handed is then.
You know, you are now a permanent lefty.
Which is fine. He's still proficient with the rapier. So you guys kind of have a little bit of an understanding of what happened. Of course, Sarang didn't see much about the actual fight that happened, but Naram did whenever he bust the door open before he got swung at by Rahun.
Before he got blindsided by a great axe.
Yeah, I'm still fixing cracks from that.
I'm sorry about that, by the way. I don't know what happened. I got
I-
electrified, I woke up, things turned red, I started swinging.
I have a good feeling that I'm the cause of that.
I am drinking heavily right now.
Okay.
Heavily. More heavy than you've
Woke
seen me
up
drink.
from a dream. Very fuzzy. But then I come back to fire. Everything's fucking burning. People are screaming. The only thing I'm saying is that this was from Black Spider.
You're a dragonborn. That's normal for you.
Hopefully they don't think
It
you
hasn't
called.
happened in a long time, okay? Haven't done it in a while.
Okay, so what are we gonna do about that thing?
We need to
I
find
have
the cave.
a different solution.
Oh?
We need to find a portable hole.
A portable hole.
Yes.
And what do you intend to do with that?
Do you know what happens when you put a portable hole in a bag of holding?
I want to be nowhere near that.
I'm not going to be anywhere near that either.
Yeah, well,
I
that's one way to
don't
get rid of the
understand.
weapon.
What happens?
The contents inside of the portable hole and any dimensional thing like a bag of holding basically combust on itself and create a dimensional door. Anything within a certain amount
To
of
the
space
astral
gets
plane.
sucked into, yes.
And
Let's
that
not
dagger
open
goes
a
through
fucking
there,
portal
it's
to the
gone.
Fae, okay?
Well,
Can we
guess
not?
what?
I did not say Fae.
Within a certain
does
range,
not go to the
things
Feywild.
get sucked in. If we toss the bag into the portable hole, we're going to be
No,
fine.
no, no. The portable hole has to go into the bag of holding.
Yep.
Now
You're
you got
fucking-
fucking Russell all excited. He just screams in my chat, portable hole paradox time bomb.
There is a way to do it, but that would be one way to get rid of that stupid rapier.
At this point, yes, I'm down for anything you have in mind.
Why don't we put it in a box and seal it
And
for
what kind of
until we get
fucking-
to our destination?
What kind of fucking box would you suggest, big guy?
I don't
First of
know,
all,
a
didn't you
box.
see what happened when we tried to put the rope on it and
We
tried
tried to wrap around it. We're putting it in a box.
If you want to try, go ahead, because I'm not going to touch that thing.
Good, that means you don't get the bag of holding anymore.
Yeah, go ahead, fucking take it. I don't care.
Rahun just
And your longbow.
casually walks outside to go look for a box big enough for the rapier.
Make sure it's metal.
Got it.
Preferably. I go to the bar and grab a stiff fucking drink.
Okay. So, as you guys are sitting here kind of waiting, after Therein returns with his drink and the Goliath has kind of walked out, an old friend kind of comes by and he picks up a chair, kind of setting it backwards against the table and sitting down. And of course, as you look over, it's Sildar again. And he sits down
Hey,
kind of with...
Sildar, what's up? Okay, first of all, what the fuck was all of that?
He sits down, and of course, with you saying that, he has kind of a stern face, and he just kind of looks up and goes, "Well, my first question, to answer your question with question, where did you get that sword that the Goliath just walked off with?"
And what exactly is it to you to know that kind of information? I say rather venomously as I take a big fucking draught of the liquor.
As you say that, he looks over and goes, "Look, I know you lost your hand because of that sword.
I'd flick you off if I still had it.
And I'm asking where you found it."
Neverwinter.
Fucking got it from Neverwinter.
Neverwinter, to be specific.
I'm not gonna mention the store because the gentleman that gave us it needed a boon. And I was the idiot who took it.
And just to be clear, did they mention where they got it?
No.
You know?
It was a bird person. They don't have minds of their own.
Don't have the
You get it from
faintest
a
idea where it came from because we didn't fucking ask. So sorry. Now let us have our drinks.
You were much nicer with that voice in your head. Anyway, that blade should not have been taken to Neverwinter. As you probably found out the hard way, as we saw last night,
Flicks him off.
that was the blade of the dragon slayer, Slyven. It's been a cursed blade for centuries. I
What are you
thought,
so pissed out?
because I thought we had it locked away.
So you were the ones who originally locked it away. Funny, you're not a Dragonborn, and here the entire time I've been hearing, oh, we locked it away, us Dragonborns got rid of it, but...
They came here to lock it away. That manor that the Red Brands were using was where it was originally before it got torn apart. We had to move it.
Can you believe we all started this journey trying to look for somebody?
At this time, Rahun comes back in with the metal case and the rapier inside.
Does it have a lock on it?
No, but we're
It
gonna
has a
fucking
spot
get one.
for it, but I don't have one.
And as he comes back and kind of scoots his way back into the booth and kind of sits down with it on the table, Smolder just kind of gives it a very kind of gloomy look down towards the box and just kind of looks down going, where are you planning to put it?
In a bag inside a hole, apparently.
Well, from what I've been told, some kind of cave. But honestly, I'm thinking about giving it to the weird invisible thing under the manor.
Yeah, see if it keeps it.
I have no idea. The first one made sense, but the second one... Anyway.
Don't worry about it. It hurts.
What cave?
I think it's Cave
Echo
of Echoes.
Cave. It's called Echo Cave.
Okay. That would make a bit more sense.
Or we can open a door to the astral plane, just saying.
And as you mention that, he just kind of raises his eyebrow at you and goes, first, we had to deal with you wielding a sword that possesses people. Let's not open a door to things we don't want things coming back through.
Oh, no, it doesn't let things through in the reverse way.
I learned that the hard way last time I saw someone open a portal.
This is a little bit different.
It's a reverse portal. Instead of taking things out, it puts things in.
Quite literally.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Anyway. What are you all doing next?
We were going to go hunt some orcs.
The ones that are up for bounty, those?
Yes.
Sorry.
Which is strange because one of the flyers we found was supposed to be up in Phandalin, but I've never seen one.
There's a couple up. They're sparse because we've kind of figured that no one would even take up the challenge, because as you can tell, there's not a lot of fighters in this area. Most of them are over on the Townmaster's Hall, because he's the one who usually pays out the bounties for everything. Don't you guys have more important matters to get to? We still have nothing on Gundren. The only thing I found was about the castle, and I can't find out anything else. The only other thing I know of is there's a certain individual running around that's been seen.
Does he have a staff that's made of glass?
No. It's a woman.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Yes. From the rumors around here, people have seen a female. They describe her as an elf, but not an elf. They say she has dark skin.
White hair, red eyes?
I don't know about that far. Probably the white hair, yes, but all they keep describing is someone with being hooded, bringing information in and out, and it's an elf with dark skin.
Then if bets are, it's a drow that we can talk to.
Well, even with that, I'm gonna tell you all this right now. even though you set half this town ablaze, essentially.
On purpose.
That's where I'm getting to, Lefty.
Flicks him off.
Rahun just looks away and starts laughing to himself.
What I was going to say is, even though you're getting nasty looks now, we all know it wasn't your doing. Besides, this town is used to seeing that kind of trauma every now and again. We've had to deal with more than we could bargain with, as he kind of sits up in his chair. He looks down once again at the box, and he says, depending on where you leave that, there may be a way we can fix it.
Fix it how?
By taking the son of a bitch who's stuck in it out of it.
Oh, why didn't we think of that?
You know, I'm
That
getting
sounds
real
like
tired
bad.
of your smart mouth and attitude, Lefty.
Would you like a lightning bolt too?
I'm
How is
sorry,
that a
you're the one
good
who tried to
idea?
fucking
Do
kill me.
you really want a repeat of what happened to me? Let's not cast lightning bolt in the middle of the city.
Remember what I told you? You attacked the Dragonborn. I will finish the
I
job.
get it. Bash me over the head. I don't care. I need to get over this.
And
So
you
whatever we need
will.
to do to get rid of this fucking thing, so be it.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Getting rid of it didn't work the first time. Maybe fixing it could be the next step.
How is freeing the evil being within the sword going to be the way to fix it?
I don't know. Let's try an exorcism.
Besides freeing him, if he can be trapped once, he can be trapped somewhere else.
I'm in a stick.
Well, if you can get us a soul gem, that would be one way to do it.
You're speaking to the wrong person to ask for those sort of trinkets. What I was meaning is if we can transfer him to something else, it might help. The only problem is, the only person I know is from where you got the damn thing.
So you're telling us we have to march our asses all the way back to Neverwinter and talk to the guy.
To be fair, I don't
Maybe
think we're allowed
not.
back in Neverwinter.
You
As
may
long as
not-
we have this.
You may be allowed in it, but that thing is definitely not.
We send a messenger. Do you still have that raven?
Yeah.
And we could send a letter, tell the dude to come down here, so we can just stay our asses put.
Or, since you have more important things to do, I could handle sending the courier to get him, if he's willing to even see the damn thing.
I'm gonna go fetch the bird.
The Sildar kind of just shakes his head. He, with that, he kind of looks around for a bit, and then he kind of taps the top of his chair as he's sitting on it, and he goes, well, do you guys even know the way to Wyvern Tor?
No.
From what I remember... No.
No, I don't.
No, I do not.
I'm not a native to these lands either. I come in stroking the bird.
Well, to make it simple, we've gone up there a couple of times to deal with the orcs, even though we don't make it too far. You guys have gone up to Coneyberry, right? As I heard Sister Grayley said that you spoke with the Banshee.
Oh, speaking
Oh,
of
yes.
Yeah, lovely woman.
Well, if you go about halfway, there's going to be a parting in the mountains off to the right. They split off quite wide. Follow that all the way in and to the right, not to the left.
What happens if we go left?
Odd stuff.
Just for you, big guy, how scared are you of owls?
Are we talking the small owls or the big owl?
You know what? I'll let you find out if you decide to turn left.
Understandable. I will avoid going left.
If you follow the right curve, you will finally find a cave. That's Wyvern Tor. That's where we know the orcs are coming in and out of. So, it'll make it easier for you to get there, but getting out is always the fun part.
If you have a letter, better give it now.
Alright. As he kind of pulls out some parchment and kind of writes a letter real quick. And he rolls it up and just kind of hands it to you, Therein.
Alright. I'll see it get sent off. And he walks out the building again.
And hopefully, when you all return, I can keep him here long enough to see what we can do. So, that also begs the question. Are you willing to leave it so that he doesn't have to wait for you? Or are you going to take it with you?
Leave it. Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Agreed, leave it. Like I said, I'm probably going to just leave it with the weird monster under the manor.
Fine. I'll keep it. It's going to be here. It's going to be in the back, behind the bar. If
You
I'm
may
not...
want to put a lot of heavy things on it.
We've got
if it
to
did
wait.
weird things to him.
Listen, we've got a way of dealing with it. And what he does is he reaches out and he puts his hand on the box. And as you guys kind of watch, his hand starts to glow all of a sudden. And this kind of golden filigree just kind of spreads and like seals the box. Like it just spreads all the way over, but it goes over where the box opens and just almost like singes it shut. And he looks around and he goes...
That was very pretty. Do it again.
He turns around and kind of with a smirk he goes, "It's not going anywhere until I unlock it."
Don't.
Rahun nods and pats the top of the box. You can take care of this weird thing.
Taking care of it is an understatement. So he kind of pulls the box.
Your message is sent. He comes back in.
Okay. And he looks over and just kind of nods, and he pulls the box towards him, and he kind of looks at everyone and goes, "It will stay here. It's going to be in the back. If I'm not here, and you can see me, just ask Toblin, and he should be able to get me. Otherwise, I'll be waiting for my friend to hopefully see if we can move this. That way it can still be used, and maybe, as a secondary question... Mr. Pouty over here, did you keep the hand?"
I don't remember.
"Did any of you bother to grab the hand?"
No.
Rahun reaches into his pouch. I was going to keep it as a treasure.
"May I
It might come
see
in handy.
the treasure?"
I know. High five.
He hands it over to,
Rahun, hurry.
I palm my face with my remaining hand.
He hands it over to Sildar and then gives high five to Tyson.
I think you were supposed to do that with the severed hand.
It's weird. It's really scorched. A lot of fire and...
Yeah.
It smells good. I kind of want to eat it, but I'm not gonna.
No eating human flesh. We've talked about.
And he kind of, Sildar kind of takes the hand as you guys are doing that, and he looks at it, and he kind of looks at all of you and goes, "The hell did you cut his arm off with?"
The dragon. The sword that's the opposite of the one on the box.
Dragon tongue sword. Yeah. Flyer.
And as he kind of
Double
sets,
flyer.
he sets the hand kind of slowly next to the box, just letting it kind of just like kind of squish against the table, and he looks over and goes, "Dragon's tongue."
You know, the sword that
I'll pull out the sword.
the person that the other sword.
And as you
listen,
pull it out, he just kind of gives a very almost sullen look to it, even though you would hope he would be more happy about it. He gives a sullen look to it, and then he looks up at Smolder and just kind of looks around. especially, and he kind of turns all the way around where there's another kind of dragonborn kind of sitting way back, and it's ironically sitting next to the fire, and he just kind of gives a pretty long glance over his shoulder towards that area, and he turns back, and he goes, "Good. I guess it's better you have that." Then again, it kind of saved us all. And he kind of motions for you to sheath it again.
Would you like to elaborate?
Yes, please.
Elaborate on what?
Elaborate. How did that save this entire town?
It stopped you, didn't it?
Shut up, Scales.
Oh, don't talk to Scales like that, Lefty.
Are we all giving nicknames now?
His axe, just laughing, just.
Because if we're all giving nicknames now, he points to Naram. You're the jewel. He points to Sarang and goes, "You're the one.
That jewel, bro.
You're the one. You're the one who laughs a lot and drinks a lot too. Somehow, that tiny body."
Go drunky.
That is a long nickname.
My
All right.
father?
Listen here,
Daddy.
Listen here, flames fair. Then there's hit everything, Lefty.
I do like
Scales.
eating everything.
What about Sarang? She doesn't.
And I have to say, this axe makes hitting things a lot more entertaining.
Let's move on.
I'm gonna give him a really long daggery stare.
Naram. Rahun looks back at Naram. Not you. I did not have control over myself then. It was not as entertaining.
You also didn't have control over a couple of trees and also the wall you went through.
To be fair, I'm quite surprised I went through it on my first try. Usually takes me two
I
or
like
three.
Kool-Aid.
Alright. Anyway. Enough about that. If you all are going to Wyvern Tour, go for it. I have some things to go over, and someone to hopefully wait for from Neverwinter. And he just kind of looks at everyone one last time and gets up and puts the chair back and kind of walks away.
Sorry about destroying half the city.
As you say that, as he walks away, he just kind of like nods his head, doesn't really turn around at all, and just kind of shakes his hand in the air, and then kind of takes the box to the back of the tavern.
Well, at least that thing is gone. It gave me the creeps.
I
So
know
what are we
exactly
doing?
what you're going to say, so I'm going to say, drop it. Lesson has been learned.
Well, you can't pick it back up since you only have one hand.
Rahun just slowly moves his hand back to where to where Theron's now disembodied hand is, and just takes it and puts it back into his pouch.
You drop that shit back on the table right now.
What are you gonna do about it, Lefty?
Are you gonna arm wrestle for it? Maybe thumb war?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll give him a
Rock,
nice
paper,
jolt.
scissors?
Are you sure you want to do that?
As you guys are arguing over it, all you hear is Sildar from coming back to the bar and actually sitting down. He just goes, "Are you all playing with the damn dead hand?"
Rahun looks around the corner. Yes, it's quite amusing. It's floppy.
Can you please at least keep it in nice condition so we don't have to waste a resurrection on a hand before we reattach it?
I
Fine.
probably take the hand and stuff it
Tyson
in.
gives him 2 thumbs up. At least I can do this.
Wait, I should be able to just reseal that with a healing spell.
Rahun just looks away, ruining my fun.
Maybe with your lesser or greater restoration.
I'm all
whatever you
for
need to
the
do.
Goliath keeping the hand. He tried to kill me.
And I paid for it. Would you please at
Handedly.
least try?
A life over a hand.
That was my one.
So what are we doing?
So, should we make
Preferably
up
putting my hand back on my aunt.
Naram,
after
you
we
have
put his hand back?
lesser or greater restoration.
Yeah.
If you'd
There
be
you
so
go.
kind, please.
And either one disease or one condition afflicting it. I'm pretty sure hand is
Loss of hand is a condition, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna use lesser restoration and hopefully reattach his hand.
Okay. That's fine. I was gonna say I allow it anyway.
Lesser restoration is very open to interpretation.
Yes.
Who was that one dude from Game of Thrones that lost his hand and replaced it with a gold one?
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom, and I think you're thinking of Star Wars.
Yeah, 'cause-
No.
yeah, I was on the side with Rahun there.
I'm not Luke. I'm not Luke.
Yikes.
You need to get those straightened down. Oh.
So
I need to grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
yeah, I was gonna say with that, do we want to take like the little pee break?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just
Break.
take a break.
All right, cool. So we'll stop that music here, and we'll play my own music for the time being.
Oh shit, you were playing music? I didn't know that.
You didn't hear the ambiance in Google?
No.
Well, damn.
Anyway, and didn't you say it was like gonna be taken down like sometime in March or some shit?
No, the one I was playing is different. I've kind of thrown in a whole bunch of ones that aren't from Fanburst since it's getting shut down. That way we can like keep on it.
Okay.
All right, so try and play stuff that doesn't get me demonetized or blocked on YouTube. That way I can actually upload this fucking VOD.
Damn, that's what the problem was last time. Is the VOD back up?
Yes. No, yeah, it's back up. It's been up.
Just play 24-hour Wii music.
Dear God, no. I'll play this for the time being, since my bathroom's right there, so I'll be.
Right now I can yell at you for trying to kill me. What's up, the people in stream? Don't forget about Twitch Prime. When you use Twitch Prime, you get 1 free sub. 1. And you can use it on any Twitch streamer that you wish. Twitch Prime. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
I'm back.
Really?
You're welcome.
Don't support Amazon, they're fucking monsters. Plus, we don't get revenue from them, so fuck them.
I mean, I do if people subscribe with Twitch Prime.
Now I can yell at you for trying to kill me.
What did I come back to? What?
I have no idea.
Yelling at my partner.
Oh, TV.
Oh.
I'm not gonna argue it.
Damn, I actually cried so much in the beginning, I have a headache now.
At least I didn't. At least what I thought was going to happen if I berserked in close proximity to you guys didn't happen.
Luckily.
But we got a taste of it.
Yeah.
And the taste is all I really want us to have.
Except it's gonna happen every single time you get hit.
Yep.
With some saving throw. Well, fuck. Everyone run.
Ha! They said prestidigitation was useless. Minor illusion was useless. He can't kill what he can't see.
Or you can have him chase something he can't kill.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Pretty sure that'll just drive him nuts.
I can't hit you.
But it will help to get him out of 60 feet of you guys, or anything living.
We hope.
Well, maybe if I hide in a bush and then just use it.
Any creature, oh man, I can just see Rahun doing that, and a poor little rabbit comes by, and he's just like, "Ugh!"
Oh, the woodland.
Attack the birds! Attack the birds!
This horoscope is funny.
Spells. Oh, no. Okay, no. Prestidigitation is super short ranged.
Mm-hmm.
I think minor illusion's only 60 feet too, so it would carry him to the very edge of it.
That's why you throw that and then you run.
What are we talking
That
about?
just means you get. That just means you're gonna die
Waste
tired.
coffee.
All I heard whenever I walked away was Hellsing say, "Now I can finally yell at you for trying to kill me."
Essentially.
Well, coffee. At least I know you won't be able to kill me.
What?
No, it's 60 feet, so
He can double dash.
I can just dash out of the 60-foot range.
I mean, so can coffee.
Yeah.
I move 40 feet.
If my turn, he won't attack me because I'm not within 60 feet.
Okay, that just means you're safe.
Yeah, so everyone get the fuck away from him.
So what are we doing?
Hunting some orcs for getting today happened.
Well,
Okay.
is his hand back on so we can go?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. His hand is back on, so let's make preparations to leave.
Okay.
Oh.
If we need healing, go back to Barton's.
Yeah, time to go say hi to Barton.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say we're probably Barton's not gonna like us right now.
Yeah, call it a hunch.
I mean, we can go about that.
I haven't used a healing potion in ages. Oh, the
Okay.
map changed. I was like,
Yeah.
shit, it broke!
Sorry, I was reading something. So, with that,
Who reads?
listen. Anyway, let's see. What was the thing I played whenever we went into? Was it this?
Who wants to be well educated anymore?
Oh.
Sure.
Oh,
Fuck it.
why is it double casting?
Sorry, Hellsings.
Sorry.
So as you guys come in, some of Barthen's shop is kind of still burnt and being rebuilt.
One might say quispy.
Hey, you know what you could do with prestidigitation? Fix that burn stuff.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually
it's a
cleans
minor
up.
illusion.
And actually, as you guys kind of walk in, you know, there's some, you know, working noises, you know, like hammering, like brushing, stuff like that. And then all you hear is, "1 second!" And he kind of comes out and he's got kind of like workers, you know, clothes on. He's got like a bandana holding up his hair and stuff. And he walks over and goes, "Well, hi. Welcome
Logan.
back. So, what can I do for you guys this time?"
We're here for health potions.
Plenty
Yeah.
of health potions.
Now, a quick question. Would you like the ones that you blew away or the ones that I still have intact?
Intact, please.
Intact.
All right.
What?
I'm not sure what that just was.
Oh, I do.
So, he kind of walks back, kind of slowly, just trudgingly along, and he comes up and he brings about, he brings 5 health potions up to the table, and he goes, "Well, after last night, this is all I really have left in terms of health potions. So listen, I'm gonna thank you in advance. You didn't hit me house. I greatly appreciate that.
I'm sorry about that once again.
You're not the one who did it.
You just gave us some firewood."
Rahun just slowly thinks about where he landed, and that if he came out at the right time, he probably would have killed Barth.
Not my house! Thud.
Hey.
I could be
Naram,
neighbors
how much
for
money do we
farmers.
have?
Oh.
Alright, so I'm
no.
just gonna get rid of this from my.
Naram, how much money do we have?
Yes.
A bit.
Yes is not a question. How much money do we have?
How much do you need?
Just how much money do we have?
Answer the fucking question.
Do you want the whole list? Because it's gonna take a while.
How much gold do we have?
That's easy. 300.
300 gold. Okay.
We'll take all 5.
Barthen's. Yeah, how much is it for all 5?
Oh, he's gonna con us so hard.
Wow. I was trying to be nice. Fuck. For these, I mean, I'll get some more eventually after I finish the hole in the ceiling.
Well, just tell me how to make them and I'll make them.
I don't even know how to make them, to be honest. They mainly come in as trades for other things. Anyway, I was gonna say it's 5. I know you guys. I was already told by Sildar that you're going to handle the orcs, so you might need them, especially if you take the lift. I would just say 15 gold pieces.
Naram, give him 30.
I can do that.
And so as you hand it over, he just kind of goes, "Oh, well, thank you." And he kind of pockets
What
it.
happened last night is the least we could do.
Trust me, I've seen worse. A lot worse. And he just kind of looks down and he just has this sullen look as he just kind of goes through flashbacks in his head. His eyes just kind of widen and then he kind of snaps out of it and he goes,
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Anyway, now please, once again, I'm going to warn you, especially you, big one, because I know you like hitting things. Don't go left!
I already agreed I'm not going to go left. I've agreed to many things on our journey so far, including not to open doors.
Can we make Coffee do a deception roll?
Now, that's the thing to ask. Are you lying to him?
I'm gonna...
No, that was more for Coffee lying to himself.
Are you lying to Barthen? Is that what? Because either way, if you are, you still succeed anyway.
I was gonna roll for what is left. Everyone just keeps saying "ows."
Yeah, that's pretty much a good way to put it. Just don't. Are you afraid of owls? You know, like woo.
Are we once again? Are we talking big owls or tiny owls?
Just assume big owls.
And he just kind of starts laughing and starts going to the back of his shop again.
Rahun takes 2 of the bottles out of the pack. I don't trust these people.
Alright, Ruhu, how many health potions do you have?
That's now 4.
It's now 4. Naram doesn't really need them.
Oof, I see how it is.
You don't, you have magic.
Unless he gets slain by a Goliath, you know.
He couldn't drink one then anyways, could he?
No.
He doesn't have a mouth.
To be fair, he saw Goliath and then got beaten with a flip-flop to the ground.
Alright,
People like that.
what I'm thinking is we should all have a fair amount of health potions.
If you want to go that way, sure.
It makes sense.
Do we want to test this theory? I want to zap Coffee.
Well,
Let's
you
see,
know,
coffee,
to have backups for your backups
you have
and have
4,
backups.
I have 2. We have 3 more on the table. Naram, do you have any?
I have 3.
Tyson, do you have any?
Ooh, let me look.
I have just
Therein
1.
Therein is 1.
Oh wait. No, 2. Never mind. I haven't even used mine.
So you have 2. Okay.
Inventory.
Tyson has 2.
Okay.
Tyson has 2. And then what about
Yeah, Tyson too.
Rockie's
Wrong.
character?
Let me check.
Yes, wrong.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Big
refill my
old
oil
goose
flasks.
egg.
Okay, so we have a total of 16 health potions then.
16. You kid. Oh. Okay.
Can't you break down one of those health potions and learn what they're made of, Therein?
Yeah, give me a minute or two. I'm gonna get my oil flasks before I leave.
So, how many do we want to each person have?
Well, if there's 16 and there's 6 of us,
Yeah, it's 2.6 per person.
I'm gonna keep my 4 then.
math is not my strong suit. But yeah, that seems about right.
If I can make more, then we can get more. Plain and simple.
For now, 6 each.
6 each. 2 each.
It's just.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Distribute
find
as
a
need be.
spot to. I'm gonna go find a spot, get the herbalist or the herbalist kit, and just get to work. Alright.
And then we leave town.
Well,
Okay. What?
Sig, you
Roll
want
to
put
see
two
how
on
many
Rocky's?
potions I can make out of the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can do
give
that.
Rocky 2.
Oh, Chris has to do it, not me.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm still confused on what the fuck we're doing here. So Therein is taking a potion to break it down and turn into many more potions.
Yes,
Meanwhile,
and then the other 2 are gonna be put on Sarang.
That's a +1, sadly. That's abysmal.
That is a no.
It's health potion. Chris, if you're talking...
Chris is not talking.
It's a super simple potion.
I was whistling.
Simple.
What?
He was trying to figure out the,
Alchemical makeup of the damn potion of healing.
it's investments.
Okay. What did you roll?
I rolled a
10.
10.
I have to wing this so hard. Yeah, 10's a usual save, so yeah.
Okay, so I know how to make it. I'm gonna roll again to see how many I can make.
Okay, so we're adding 2 to that. So that I would split sort of lower and half, so I'd say 3.
Reasonable.
And who do those 3 go to?
Well, him, because he's making them. Let's see, did it add him to her thingies? Inventory,
I already added them.
potion of healing, 1.
And before I leave, I
There's 2 on there.
Okay, I'm not seeing 2 for some reason.
You get to refresh, that's why.
I already did, that's the problem.
Yeah, I see it, so we're good.
Alright. So I lost 1.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
there
buy
it's
3 more
4 to
oil
D2.
flasks.
Okay. That's fine. Alright, just so we can get moved on here. So, with that, you can go ahead and add those 3. Let's see, what... Okay, so you guys are heading to Wyvern Tour now?
Yep.
Alright, so walking on all the way up there, we need to turn that off, and we need to then turn this on. Of course. So, as you guys kind of walk on down here, let's see, do you run into anything on the way?
The heck?
That was weirdly timed.
Heard 'em bully in the alleyway.
Oh, fucking phone girl. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there it is.
Hello?
Underneath my dinner
Are
plate.
you still there?
So it's a day roll, so... Huh.
You rolled poorly. Beholder! Shit.
Cool.
Oh, I've had
Nah, that's not a possible outcome,
I hope not.
unfortunately. So what's the marching order here?
Rahun's in the front again.
Okay.
I'm behind Rahun.
Why are we yelling?
I'm gonna be trailing the back.
Okay.
Let me trailing about midway up.
Okay. So Sarang will be in front of you, and then I guess Smolder, are you in front of Therein?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So with that,
Oh, I thought that said the C word and then Barry for a second, and then I saw Y, and I was like, oh.
What?
I don't know.
Don't
damn
worry
it,
about
to Google I go.
Oh, good.
Actually, no. I think I'm okay. Not really. That's tiny. Fucking.
How do you fucking pronounce that?
Coneyberry?
Berry, yeah, I thought that said the C word and then Barry, and I was about to laugh out loud.
Coneyberry.
Only Island.
Chris, the word you're looking for is Sheogorath.
No, not that one.
Hi, it's what you were looking for. No.
I'm the one with the funny accent here. You can stop with all that shit.
And you can stuff it with the Wabbajack.
Good.
What?
I like
Why
how
is he
all
large?
accents devolve into Scottish.
What?
That's what she said.
Just enjoy the music. Just enjoy the forest for now.
So, that rock over there, that's a nice rock.
That's a nice bold.
Rahun is taking up
And
so
goes
much.
over and looks at the rock. I'm gonna name this rock Dwayne.
Oh.
Rahun just shakes his head as he continues to eat as one of his rations.
Alrighty.
I don't imagine your rations are just like entire cooked pigs.
So,
Just a literal ham shank.
Just got to fucking pull through the
I
entire
have
game.
two
You're
pigs,
gnawing
over
on like an
100
ear of
eggs,
corn.
1 cow, and 3 horses.
I do not eat Bob's tea.
Steve, no!
They're probably that stable.
as we come along here, we do actually end up in an encounter here for you guys making your way to the Wyvern Tour. So actually,
Ooh, an encounter.
yes, sir. Music. What's this one? Sure.
We almost got killed with this music.
Brings back memories, huh? Anyway, so as you come along, you actually run into two hobgoblins along the trail. So, with that, I'm going to need everyone.
That's a genuine problem.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Really? Hobgoblins?
Yes, sir.
The smart ones?
Yes, sir.
No, don't take these guys as a joke. They're a fucking danger.
Yeah.
It's a 12.
We sucked on rolls today.
Yep.
Not when I was enraged.
I don't
No,
wanna hear
yeah.
you did. You sucked horribly.
So, and Tyson rolled a 13. What do you know?
Yep.
We gotta get smacked in the mouth.
Sarang, I need a roll for her. That's a 19.
Damn.
So she goes first.
She's a next
Definitely.
character.
Okay, so we need to get back
What?
here, away from Rahun. Got it.
Oh shit, that's right.
Actually, it needs to be 65 feet.
Oh, that's fine.
Because if he can get to you, he's got to reach.
No, remember, I can't use anything but the axe.
Oh, I know.
And you also, if you're not within 60 feet of him, he will not attack you.
Alright, so with this, first one up, of course, in the order is Sarang. Which one does she have here?
Purple mid up.
No, I mean, like, what does she have to use? Is what I'm looking at.
Rapiers. A pair of them.
Yep, that's true. Pretty much it. So I'm actually gonna
She
have her
also
use.
has a rogue level, so she sneak attacks.
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna have her want to use her bardic inspirations on Rahun.
Good call.
So,
How
Hey,
about
Rahun,
that
you
wisdom
ready to
saving
do
throw?
this shit?
Let's buff the berserker.
Hey, it will save me if I do get hit with a wisdom saving throw.
I mean, yes, technically, sort of, maybe.
So for essentially 10 minutes or 100 battle turns, Rahun, you can add a 1d8 to your ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And you have to say, you have to say you're adding the dice before you know the outcome of the dice. So you have to say you're adding it to that.
Fuck.
Bingo. So.
Just save it for your saving throw.
Pretty much.
I am.
And with that, she can't really do anything ranged, so she's gonna skip out on that. So the next is actually the first hobgoblin.
The word on it's weird.
It
can
is.
be added before seeing the this can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing its outcome.
Oh, okay. So no, you can see it first, then say it. Okay. Yeah, that is weird. I read it the other way around. Anyway.
So if he sees the roll and he doesn't know if it's gonna be high or low enough, he can say, "I'm gonna use the die."
Yeah.
And it may be wasted because he'll hit anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so with this, hobgoblins. So say they're up
God damn it!
Let's hear it.
Why do we have to get the smart goblinoid?
So he's gonna move up here and.
He better miss.
I'm hoping he misses.
Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna strike with his longsword here. Which is an 18.
That's a hit.
Oh boy. So, with that, he is going
Glad you gave Bardic inspiration.
So he's gonna slash with his longsword here, which is.
Looks like a
Okay.
spear on it.
That's just a generic icon.
Oh, that's a bad roll. I meant to roll that. Well, that didn't make a difference. Anyway, really? Okay, so it's going to be 10 points of slashing damage to you, Rahun, and you need to make that saving throw.
Let me throw in the damage real quick.
Oh, Chris, you might want to fix Sarang's health.
Where? Oh.
Because she got 5 points.
Throw
Hey!
Are you
After
adding
throwing the D8.
What was the DC on that?
15.
Oh!
Yep.
You pass automatically, so when you throw that die in.
Okay, so you're good.
Let's go.
All right. So with that, that's the only thing he can do. So next in the order is going to be. That's 19. So Tyson next up with a 13.
Well, that one's in front of the big guy.
Push
I'm gonna
the big guy
go.
aside and do the ice breath.
I do have that, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And how? Okay, so if it's
Just realize if you do that and hit both of them, they're gonna come after you.
pushing him out of the. Well, I can't really. I'm gonna use my movement to turn this way, face him, and wait. Oh,
Angles here.
angles.
Just hit him with a stick. You're fine.
Hit him with
I'm gonna hit him with my I'm gonna do a two-handed attack, slashing down at him from above with my longsword, and that is, I don't know if it's a hit, but the damage is
+8.
Oh, that's a hit.
Just fair warning, if
God,
you're using
man.
two-handed strikes, you cannot use your shield.
Truth.
8
Anyway, yeah, that's a hit.
For
Roll
the
for
damage?
damage.
Okay, D8. Yeah, stupid.
1d10 plus whatever.
1d10 +5.
1d10
That's
plus
an 8.
5, which is indeed an 8. So this one gets slashed on down to a. No. Yes, there we go. Wrong number.
I think I made a bad decision of how I moved.
It's okay. There we go. Alright, so with slashing down at this hobgoblin, it kind of retches down as you kind of cleave against it, kind of moving kind of out of the way, and shaking it off, ready to strike again. So, next in the order would be Therein with that 12.
Therein, therein, one hand there.
Alright. Yep, that won't hit them. Well, guess what I'm bringing out once again?
Oh lord.
A lightning bolt.
Okay.
Oh, Bahamut.
I mean, it's a straight bolt, so.
Mm-hmm. And they have the dex save to contend with.
Which is, what, 15?
14 still. We
14.
didn't level up.
First one is a fail. Second one is a save. So the
All
first
right,
one's going to take
21
the
total.
full 21. Second one's going to take half, which is... I'll say 11. Okay, so with the first one, you pretty much almost spark a hole through the first hobgoblin as he kind of gets knocked around by the lightning and kind of twitches and writhes and seizes with the lightning. And then for the second one, he gets kind of clipped off of one of his arms with the lightning and kind of sits there seizing for a bit from it as well. But they both kind of shake it off. And the one in front seems still sort of ready to fight, but he's already not looking good. He's sweating and he seems kind of drained. The second one in the back, though, still seems pretty alright. So actually next in the order is that second goblin with a 10. So he's actually going to move up to Tyson here and take a swing. This longsword again. That is a 19.
That'd be
My
it.
shield be a reaction?
Nope.
No, you two-handed
Nope.
striked.
Alright. Hit
Alright.
me!
Now, due to the martial advantage, we're not only going to do the regular damage, but we add another dice. So that is...
Fuck.
Told you. Hobgoblins are smart.
So that is 15 points of slashing damage onto you, Tyson, here. So as the goblin kind of rushes up and slashes kind of upwards at you, causing a kind of big gash to come across up on your bicep here, he comes slashing at you since you guys were attacking his comrade here. So next is going to be... per marching order, Naram.
No, okay.
Two of you rolled an 8.
Sorry, gotta move stuff around here. What do I want to do here? Let's see. Yeah, I can get a little distance here. I'm gonna scurry over here, and I'm gonna Sacred Flame the one right here in front of me. So just
Okay.
Dex 15.
That is an 18. That is a save.
Damn.
Alright. Actually, technically a 19 because Dex is +1. So, alright. So, you doing anything else?
Nope. Oh, no, actually. I'll use this at a high level. I'm going to cast, well, as my bonus action, I'm going to use Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
That's right, I can attack twice. The fuck am I doing? What
Oh
am I
shit,
doing?
that's right.
Why am I running? Why am I running?
So I'm going to cast it right next to that same Hobgoblin.
Okay.
And as it's a free action for the sword once per turn, I'm allowed to take a swing at it.
Okay.
That
Tis
is
a miss.
a-
Or, well,
It's at a +7, so it still gets a miss though.
yeah, it's a 12, so it's a miss.
Yeah, I figured.
So, Smolder, you're up.
Okay.
Just as soft with them.
I'm going to move here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to use Burning Hands, which is going to hit here.
Hit where?
So
So
here's the
the
front
cone-
of it, and then the other sides of the cone are here and here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
So is it a save or is it
That's a save.
You know what? I think it's a save. I don't know. I don't usually use this.
Give me on a sec, I'll check.
Oh wait, I can just click it and check. Each creature in a 14 makes dexterity.
Dex 14.
Yep.
Yeah, Dex 14. It says right on your spill list, but
Yep.
first one?
I don't use spells. Come here.
So 4, so that's a fail. Second one is an 8, so they both fail. So what's the damage?
3d6 fire damage.
Okay. So it's 10. All right. So so with the kind of flame bursting out here, the hobgoblin in front of Rahun here takes the biggest hit, and he just kind of engulfs into flames and just kind of screams as he like rides down to the ground as he is down for the count with that blast there. The one in front of you though puts up his shield just to kind of take the brunt of the blast, even though he does get severely singed. He kind of just shakes his shield and kind of throws it around in the wind to get the flames to come off of it as he kind of looks it towards you and Tyson at the moment, still with an angry face on him.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to say the words and ignite my sword.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
All right, Rahun, you're up, big buddy.
All right, I'm gonna move to here.
Maybe we should skip Sarang.
No, she
Sarang
was-
went first.
Yeah, she was the first one. She has like a 23.
Oh, that's right. Rahun. Yeah. Okay.
Are we surrounding him?
Yes, he's
Yes.
now surrounded. I'm going to use Frenzy to attack 4 times.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
All of them have advantage.
Does it
Natural
matter?
20, so it doesn't matter. Go ahead and roll just the damage for that one. Alright. So, with that, how do you want to kill this hobgoblin, Ryan?
Just from the ground up, vertical strike with the axe.
Okay. So as Rahun kind of winds back and then brings the great axe up, right as the hobgoblin kind of turns around from looking at Smolder, the axe comes cleaving up through the goblin, just splitting him in half in front of you two there. So that is, of course, once again, the end of this encounter as well.
Whoa.
Cool. Oh shit!
So-
I didn't mean to do that.
That could have ended horribly.
All right.
I'm gonna
so
go ahead and
Any fight can end horribly now.
pretty much.
Yes, this is truth.
So with that, you guys, I'll say, make it quite a bit up the trail here now, and you do eventually come to where Sildar did tell you of where you guys would need to see the split in the mountains here. So,
I'm guessing it's this right here.
yes. So you guys have now made it up here to this area. So, we will reveal quite a bit more here. So,
As we go right.
Go right. Go right.
Right.
Everyone
Go left.
keeps bringing up
We go left, right?
owls and laughing when I
Yeah,
ask
right,
how
left.
large are the owls.
so you're gonna go in here, and of course, so which one are you taking, right and or left?
Yes.
And or what?
By this time, I think my raven returned.
Okay.
So
I say we go right.
right.
Considering that's what everyone's been telling us to do, yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay, so that would make us eventually arrive at Wyvern Tor here, which actually, unfortunately, I don't even think it has a map.
Time to make one up.
Why and or how? Hold on. Why was that not included?
I think
whenever
Chris
it
has
said-
enough spaces to just make up a map.
Well, and that's the thing is like, I have been like just kind of pulling maps, but fucking, I don't understand why it would give me an area that we need to go to for combat and then not give me a map.
Oh, speaking of combat, since we're not in it anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and use Cure Wounds and
Okay.
just put it on the meatiest part of my bicep, and just
Does that ability come with a limit of uses, or
Mhm.
Oh, cure wounds. Wait, I thought it was the
Healing hands.
healing hands. I'm pretty sure cure wounds is an unlimited thing.
Cure wounds is a spell.
Cure Wounds is a
Yep.
spell, yes.
Yeah, it can be cast any number of times as long as you have the spell slot.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. No.
I think you were thinking about Lay on Hands.
Lay on hands. Lay on hands is the
Which-
one I can use forever, right?
No, you have a
Yes.
pool of 30 max.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. However much to
Mm-hmm.
pull from that pool.
But it takes a long rest to get rid of it, or restore it. Where certain spells you get back off a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking any chances. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull from that pool only 5, so that'll bump me up to 30 out of 40 max HP. Do I have to roll to do that, or
I only took 10 damage, so I'm good.
No, you just touch yourself.
Touch yourself.
touch myself? There we go.
Oop. We'll try and kind of jerry rig this, I guess.
And I'll see you around.
If it would let me just fucking be racist.
Hello, kitty. Welcome to the party.
Yeet the kitty.
No, don't eat the kitty.
Not eat, yeet.
Yeet.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Eat it into a pot of water, then eat it.
Yeah, yeet.
No. And it's sad to say that there's some countries that do that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them.
So as you guys are coming up here, what do you guys want to do before I kind of get everything situated?
Should we stealth or attempt to, or should we just go?
When have you known me being ever good at stealth?
Same
I didn't
here.
say you were good at it.
Let
I
me
was
send the
saying.
raven ahead and see what I can see through him. Any objections?
Go for it.
For it.
No objections.
All right. Give a small whisper to the bird, and I send it off towards Wyvern Tor.
Into
Meditative
Wyvern Tor, we're
position.
kind of outside.
That's fine.
I then take a meditative position and wait. What do I see through the bird's eyes?
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
And I have advantage. Oh, forget the extra roll. I critted that one.
Okay. So with that, you don't necessarily notice anything right at the moment. You do notice a small cave, as well as even with having the what's it called? The
raven fly into
raven
the cave.
flying there. You can smell kind of the faint smell of smoke at the moment. It's kind of lingering in the air, as if there was a campfire or such. Why can't I? There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to move this to the correct layer and such, and it's being a dick.
Yay.
Okay, Sig, do you know how to make the map larger, like, in a way?
No, unfortunately, I do not.
Son of a bitch. I'm having to learn this on the spot.
You could, just zoom in.
Well, I need to make the actual, square space, where you guys can move your stuff. I need to make that larger.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how to do so. Let me try and look it up real quick. Anyway, if you're having the Raven fly around, you can also spot there's one lone orc kind of just roaming on the trail here that you guys are kind of heading up. You guys are still a little whiles away, but there's kind of a lone orc almost like patrolling by himself.
At this moment, I really wish we had a ranged unit.
I have a crossbow.
I have an axe.
Longbow. One orc on the path. Just the one.
Ooh.
Probably a scout then. And if we miss him, he might go back inside and bring out his friends. Maybe we can cause a distraction to lure him out a bit further.
Let's see what I can do. I have the bird squawk at him and lead him away.
Okay. One sec. This did not go as smoothly as I thought.
That was a problem.
It's really hard trying to match up lines and shit.
Yeah, that's always fun.
No, it's not. Don't lie to me.
You lied to me. Gonna burn down the sun.
I feel like I need to make this even more here.
Gonna burn the sun to burn.
It's about as close as I'm
Oh,
gonna
that
get.
must be ass making it all yourself.
Yeah. Now do you see why? I try not to as most as I can.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's the side effect of using this program.
True.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta make your own maps.
It's about as close as I'm gonna get, so I'll have to kind
I
of
mean, this is bad.
wing it.
Imagine Matt and IRL to draw it all by hand.
Okay, so you can. I'll say you can get him kind of distracted and walking down towards you guys here while I still set everything up, of course.
Alright, get ready. He's walking this way.
Rahun, it's your
Rahun
time.
goes- Rahun goes and gets ready next to the cave entrance.
Next to the cave entrance. What?
What?
We're at a castle, bud.
Oh, we're at a
No,
castle.
we're not. We're in the mountains.
We're Wayward Shore. Oh, we're just in the mountains. Okay.
Yeah.
Rahun finds a corner that he could get ready behind for this orc to come around.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and roll his perception check while I'm still setting this shit up.
Rahun is hiding behind the tiniest of pebbles right now.
The rock on top of his head. I am now hidden. Stealth
I didn't
100.
I didn't even see a roll. What happened?
Huh?
It was just my roll. Oh, it was notifying me of my roll. Okay, go ahead and roll your stealth check, Raven.
Boy.
It's over the one he rolled, so he does not see you. So,
Yeah.
as he kind of walks
dumbass
up
orc.
here. Yeah, true. Oh, shit, I don't even have the page turned to the right. It's close enough.
So the last orc I fought survived 3 blunt attacks. Let's see if this one can survive 4 in a row.
Or
More than likely. Go
My
ahead.
axe gives me 1.
oh, that's right.
Go ahead and swing.
I'm sorry, Chris. I know every single time I say that you lose faith.
Yeah. I mean, he's also on his. That's a miss.
That's
That's a hit.
a hit.
Thank God it wasn't like 3-2, 3-2. Oh no!
That's...
Oh, you jinxed it.
It's a miss.
And final one.
Miss. Wait,
That's a 16.
I forgot about his additions.
Wait.
Yeah, so 2 hit. The
Plus, it's
27
a
and the
surprise
16
attack
hit.
too, right?
It's true. It is a surprise attack.
Ah.
Doesn't that just give him advantage though?
Yeah.
No.
So I
gives him
rolled
more damage,
2
I think.
more d20s.
Yeah. You
Hold
just roll
on.
2 more d20.
Well, ambushing itself should give it a advantage
Mm-hmm.
because it's an enemy caught flat-footed.
Yep.
Combat.
All that action earlier, and we've calmed down so much.
Right.
Well, I also had 2 of you fight each other, but then it turned into 3.
It's turned into a grand melee.
Player 3 has entered the fray.
Player 3 is down. Player 4 has entered the fray.
Oh, that's not in this one, of course.
Jesus has left the chat. Satan has entered the chat.
Hello?
Italy has switched teams.
So I'm already Tracer.
God damn it.
But I want to be Winston.
Unseen attack.
Ugh.
That is not sneak attacks.
Give
Well,
me your
just-
fluffy belly, damn it. Let me
Be a
love you.
surprise attack. You do
No,
realize
it
a
is,
cat,
but I can't find it. That's the problem.
cat belly is like a landmine.
Dead asleep right now.
That
If
is
I
fair.
shake him enough to be like, oh my god, somebody's touching me, then I'm fine.
And all of a
Just
sudden
fine.
it curls up.
We'll just say it's advantage. He was probably dead anyway after the 2 attacks, so.
Yeah.
0 fave.
Well, let's double check to see if these other 2 attacks hit, just in case they don't do. Nope, that one's a miss, even with the 9.
Yep.
Okay, so the
there.
last one is a critical miss. Okay.
No, you can't critical miss with an advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You're okay.
Whatever, just swing.
Nice, sweetie.
Do
Let's
damage.
check.
Oof. $18 damage. Whoa.
Didn't you hit with this one that was a 16 though?
Cat belly.
No, that was the 2 attacks.
Oh, I thought you were
2
swinging
hit,
all
2
4
misses.
times. Oh, okay. Oh well. All right. So with that, yeah, he's definitely dead. So.
Wow,
Whatever.
you are a
Yeah.
surprisingly low health orc.
Huh.
Wait, what did you say?
Everyone's favorite bundle of XP.
Am I just hitting harder, or are things just having lower hit points?
I mean, it's a little
Just
bit of
curious.
both.
You're just hitting
Yeah,
harder.
a little bit of both.
I mean, you did 18 damage.
Oh shit.
That is true.
Yeah, like the 30 damage you did earlier.
Can this thing not
wait, that
lock
was
to
me,
stuff?
sorry.
That'd be great. Wait.
Stupid.
I know, I'm a dumbass. Sorry.
Wait. Click and drag to create a box this size.
Having some problems there, DM.
No, actually. I think. Shit.
You think
Maybe.
or you know?
Shit!
Therefore I am.
What? That did not help at all!
Meow.
The cat mine has awoken.
Mow.
Meow, you can make a meow meow.
Oh, okay, I did it wrong, that's why. Lol. To create a 3x3. What? Okay, now it's not working. Hold on.
No worries. While you keep figuring this out, I'm gonna go grab another plate of food.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll grab some to eat too.
Fuck.
Oh, that was so close, though.
I was in my heart.
Yes! I did it! Huh, that's such a useful tool, thank God. Okay, whew. Alright, and that actually somewhat worked. Thank Christ. Okay.
Oh, thank God. Yes. Thank me. We're not talking to you, God. Jesus Christ. Okay, not you, Jesus. I'm sorry.
Okay, that got weird.
Alright.
Yeah, I just read the surprise rules.
What is it?
It won't change the outcome of this one, but if you're surprised, you don't get to act the first round of combat. So basically, you're caught flat-footed.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. Like, whenever they're surprised, you have to wait. They have to wait around before they can do anything.
He does technically get a reaction at the end of the combat round, but most reactions are simplistic.
Yeah.
Okay, that just happened.
Pretty sure that's good. All right.
Okay, so my dog just walked past my door, and I saw bunny ears on him. It was just
That poor dog.
doo-doo-doo-doo.
Shit! I think I put all of those on the layer that they're not supposed to. Oops.
Yeah, not supposed to be on my brother.
God damn
What
it.
are you doing, my brother?
Being
Messing this up.
stupid.
This program is big. The Ebola.
Why does everyone get mad at me when I do it, but then like fucking no.
Do what?
I've never gotten mad at you for it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but other people have. They're like, leave it in
Well, that's other
2019.
It is 2019, assholes.
Or leave it in 2018, my bad. Anyway.
No,
I'm
most
back.
of the little meme
Welcome
children have gone away, so it's safe to make that joke every once in a while.
All right, so now I've got to get you guys in here, obviously. This little board thingy. Okay.
Little chicken right there is the inside of the cave.
Stop cheating. 1 second, so Goliath up front. That is too big. Sir.
What's the gladiator? Hercules.
Didn't Tyson say she was behind Naram? Or Rahun?
I was behind Rahun.
Whatever. Oh, this is rough. I didn't know there wasn't a map for this, so this sucks. Everything on the fly. Everything on the fly.
Hey, being DM.
Don't you just love it? It's a glory. It's a fun, fun time.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow.
What happened
Sorry.
to not trying to make it realize that it was being touched?
Well, yeah, well, he just bit me and then shook his head vigorously, and I'm like, you've never done that before.
He
Landmine.
really didn't want you to touch him.
Okay, I kind of winged the marching order, but you guys will deal with it anyway. Advanced. Now I have to go to everyone's settings and make sure that you can control shit, and I put you all on the wrong fucking thing as well. Chris, you're a
Everything is going great.
fucking numb
After this can be done with D&D for another week, then have to go back in with this bullshit.
I just need to be more prepared.
I just updated Silhouette that I almost killed everyone.
Hey, Rahun, remember that time you almost killed everyone? Oh yeah, good times.
Good times.
Good
Good times.
Almost ready. Here we go. Okay. Bringing everyone to it.
Hooray! This is
Zoom out. Zoom out.
Oh, there actually is a map for it.
I found one.
Huzzah!
Indeed.
Ba 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 da.
Oh, zoom in. Zoom in.
Okay, so this is what you guys have come up on after slaying that first orc.
There's Tiberium in them dar hills.
No, you.
I know I am. What are you?
Not that.
I only cause slight mutations. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's fine then.
So what are you guys doing?
Onward.
Onward.
Causing the
Onward?
party to
Question
mutate, pray
mark?
to the other gods.
Rahun's gonna move to here and do a perception check.
He's gonna
Okay.
comb the desert.
My raven's still up and about, so that too is going to do a perception check. 14.
Do.
Makes me hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what,
14. So, with Rahun, you can't see much. I'll say it'll reveal the kind of this area here into the cave. It's where you can see kind of far in. But of course, with his raven, it kind of flies into this into the cavern opening, which does reveal this area in here.
And then you hear thunk whack dead bird.
No. It can
Don't
see
think so.
that there are quite a few orcs in here. They're just kind of about around the campfire, not doing much. They're just kind of sitting about, you know, eating some rations here and there and things like that.
The rations are soiling green.
Rations are
Flash
people.
people.
Alright. I break my connection to the bird and I move up.
Okay.
Just behind where Rahun is.
How many do you see?
About 4 in there. Couldn't see further in.
Think we should try getting 2 of them out at once?
Possibly. Let's just let the others get into position.
I'm fine with that.
Alright. You guys?
Chris, you're our wayward party member here, so.
Oh, whoopsie. Boop. Alright.
I head back into the trance as the bird that was here squawks and then flies out in this direction.
Oh, okay. So with that, I would say that these two kind of take the point here to walk out and try and see
the
what
bird
kind
will
of what's
perch
going on.
himself here.
Okay. So say they all both kind of move up to about here-ish to the inside to see what's going on. And kind of just see the bird and whatnot. So...
I tap Rahun's shoulder, giving him the signal.
Now, which one?
As the bird promptly flies off in this direction.
Oh, you said to the right?
Yep, from here to here.
Okay. So I'll have this one kind of move up out here and this one kind of move forward to the corner where it was before it flies off.
I then gesture for the rest of the party to take their shot if they have it.
I'm gonna move to here and surprise this first one with 3 hits.
Jesus. Surprise! Whack, whack, whack.
I can't. I have to do 3 hits.
Pulling out my bow, I take a shot at the far one over here.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no, Coffee. What have you done?
I fluffed a surprise attack. Oh wait, no! Don't we get an advantage into surprise?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The DM.
That one doesn't need advantage.
It's no, but it's still a miss. And yours did hit, so you were hitting this one, Therein.
Yes.
Okay,
let's
go
see
ahead and
about
roll
the
for
other
damage.
2 hits.
That was canted as fuck for me, but
I know that one was canted as fuck for me as well.
And I believe it was a D8 plus.
Okay, I'll take that one. And then
3.
the third hit.
Alright, that's an 8 damage. So it's a 10.
Is that one a hit or a miss?
which one?
15.
15 is a hit.
Try again,
Yep.
just see if you get crit.
Okay.
Nope. No.
I do not get crit.
Alright, a plus 3 on that should be an 8 total unless we're doing the time to the base and then add the 3. In that case, it'd be a 13.
Jesus.
13 damage on the first hit.
Oof.
18 damage on the second hit.
Yeah, I think
Christ.
he's dead.
So that one's definitely
As soon
out.
as you kill him, pull him away from the wall.
So as Rahun comes down, he kind of strikes twice down onto the orc at the opening. The cavern kind of just taking him down as he doesn't even get a chance to scream before he's just cut down immediately. And the other one gets hit in the back with the arrow from Therein and just kind of retches over and then looks back, surprised, of course, since he can't move now. And he's now got an arrow in his shoulder. So, what does the rest of the party want to do here, since I don't think anyone else really has range stuff?
I mean, I have spells, but they're flashy.
Boop. How far away from him am I?
Probably about 30.
Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Hey, perfect. I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for hit.
What is that?
Should be off dex.
That did not start the kind of music that I was hoping
15.
for. Out. That's a hit.
I whispered to Rahun, pull the body back.
Rahun grabs it by the leg and
3.
just slowly walks back over here.
3 points of damage, okay.
Yeah.
So
Ah,
with
hell.
another arrow, he just kind of takes it and kind of grunts. And then he immediately looks over to the left, and you can tell he's about to try and run back in to warn the others.
Can I get another pot shot off?
I mean, yeah, because he's trying to leave. That's it.
Yes. And then
There's poor fuck.
another. That's a 6 right there.
Okay, so yet
He's just
another
being
arrow
riddled with
strikes.
blows.
And he just kind of takes a second, stumbles over his feet, and then continues to try and take his run inside. So I'll say he's about here.
I'm gonna
now.
throw an axe at him.
Oh my fucking god! Roll for hit. This dude's gonna run in here, literally
This is-
covered
this
in
is
shit.
Helm's Deep all over again.
Oh, good. I'm
Kill
still
the
30
orc!
feet away.
That is a miss.
That is also a miss. It's an 8.
Well,
Damn these throwing weapons.
Wait, no, your damage was. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, that was a miss. Wait, did you both miss?
They chunked it.
God damn it, you two.
We both got
All right.
8s.
last second, firebolt.
Oh, fuck's sake. All right.
At this point, it's like you are dying.
Stealth
I
has
mean,
been
what's
kind
it
of
matter?
shot.
And then it's 2 d10s on that one. What the hell? Alright, that's a 9 to him.
Okay.
So now he's going to have 3 arrows in him, and he's going to be on him as he runs back into the cave.
Oh, for God's sake.
So as he goes now limping into the cave after he's been hit with damn near everything and he's bleeding out of every single thing you could possibly
Naram,
think
just
of.
shoot him.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just... Christ. He's within range. I'm gonna Sacred Flame him in the back. Try to run away.
What's the dex save?
Evil. 15.
This poor man.
We should have still had a whip and
It's a 16, he
Oh.
saved.
We saw it, we know. God damn it.
Alright,
there goes stealth.
right.
Fucking thunderclap the cave.
Just thunderclap the
Alright.
entrance.
Alright, step back.
Oh boy.
Christ. Everyone cover your ears.
I can't find good
Dash
fighting
towards
music.
him. And
Careful, you're next to him.
He's trying to walk away.
He's trying to run.
Walk away.
He can't make it far.
Go ahead, I guess.
It's gonna be 2d8s. Okay. He has a saving throw of 14 on a con.
Of what?
Con save 14.
Okay, you broke up. It just said teen on the save.
Keen on save.
Alright, 15.
Why the hell am I getting so low rolls?
That's an
Why are you
11.
rolling damage?
Because Thunder Wave is not an attack roll.
Alright, well, he's dead finally after you clap into the cave and then make him be flung 10 feet forward and then crash to the ground dead. However, that does alert these two from the thunder wave that's just fucking came through here.
Wait, just for fair warning, what's the range on a thunder wave?
It's like a cone.
It's basically...
Okay.
Yeah, but
Shorter than
again,
I
he
thought.
made the big, like, clap. I can't find good fighting music anymore. I think I've used it all.
Damn.
What about this one? Nope, too much. Okay, well, we may just have to use a, you know.
An oldie but a goodie.
It's
Whatever.
fine reuse.
Well,
Right.
until Sony's like, stop it.
Okay, so with that, now I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative here since that thunderclap just went off. Uh, 12, 14, 8.
What was me rolling 8 for initiative?
Oh my god! That's a 21 for me.
14, 21. I haven't rolled for Sarang yet.
Mm-hmm.
What did she get to hers? Plus what?
Let me pull
I
it
think it's
up.
a +4.
Plus 5, Jesus.
Yeah, she's a rogue, dude.
Oh,
So?
so she'll benefit from mage armor.
High dex.
Your mother. Anyway, so these two, of course. All right, and okay, and I need to roll one more dice. Okay, so with that, with us getting the thunderclap all set off, it is midnight. So, with that, even though we just did get kind of started here, we're beginning to start into Wyvern Tour. I think it's a good place to end that one, since we're already with initiative and everything.
That's fair.
Save as initiative rolls for next week. That way I have the notepad on my desk, the desktop, that way, you know, we don't lose anything. So, with that, we are, of course, stopping this portion here, which has been good so far. I don't know how you guys felt about the initial battle.
Interesting.
I almost died.
True.
Uh-huh.
I almost killed you.
Yes.
That's
And
kind of
I
how my
set the town on fire.
that's
Been
how
muted
all
this
my
entire
sharp die.
time. Fucking
Chris decided it was in the best for the entire campaign to Ex Machina a berserk life in the middle of the
I
city.
didn't plan for it to go that far.
I,
It went that far when the lightning bolt came through the wall.
Yep.
tonight's
Killed off my
episode
fucking
has been the most action-filled of all of them.
And you
Or
slept through
tried
it.
to kill me.
Like a fucking rook.
All right, well, with that, of course, move on to ending my stream here. So,
Yep. Same.
thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you for another dandy session tonight, Russell. Sorry I didn't answer a lot of your questions and stuff. You did really well tonight. I liked a lot of the stuff here that you came up with. Oh, bring up the enchanted horse. He can't hear me. He can't hear me. Sorry I didn't see that in time, Russell. Have a good night, though. Thank you for staying with, sticking with. staying with everything. Next week is D&D night number 10. 10 weeks. Feels good. So, with that, I will see you guys all on Friday. Of course, with me having to go to work and everything like that. So, have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.